Hello and welcome to day 3 of the community ran Onslaught Tournament Series. If this is your first time, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Ishka TV, and joining me again today is my co-host Grimalik. Grim, how you doing?
Doing great.
Oh man, I'm excited to be here. We're going to be your hosts this afternoon. Thank you so much for being in today's event, the past 2 days' events, and thank you really for being part of the Vermintide community. Speaking of this event and its community, I do want to mention something that happened on yesterday's broadcast that has since been addressed on the Onslaught series Discord by Yarsa. The Righteous Stand run that we saw for Team Virgin Tide at the end of yesterday's broadcast was not their official run. They did not cheat. Let me say that again. Did not cheat by spawning in items on the Righteous Stand run that we saw on their official run. They did not.
So basically, if I can quickly explain what happened there, is like we had their VOD of their recorded run playing through in sync with people actually running live. And then the thing is, their full run only lasted 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we were about 3 hours and something into watching this. So Twitch just auto-played the next VOD from that channel, which happened to be their practice runs. And so we were about almost an hour into their practice runs, which happened to be on Righteous Stand. And the mercenary of their team happened to just randomly spawn items during their practice because he felt like it. But, that was a practice, not a run, so...
Exactly. So it was
They
all
didn't
practice.
cheat.
The biggest problem is on our end, my end, I should say, that Twitch's VOD autoplay feature kicked in and just went to the next VOD, which was their practice VOD. So that's what we saw on our channel here. So again, they did not cheat. I do want to extend my sincerest apologies to Pestilence, Vania, Ortega, Osiv. You guys, my deepest apologies for any confusion, any misunderstanding that has caused you, the other players, and for viewers as well. So, with that being said, let's move into today. We're looking at T3 Deathwish Onslaught Plus. We're looking at Righteous Stand, Blend the Darkness, Old Haunts, and Convocation of Decay. I'm sorry. 2 of those maps are interchangeable. What do you think? What do you think is going to be? We saw yesterday Righteous Stand really be that hurdle. Are we going to see something like that today?
Oh yeah, I mean, we're all of the teams now are running on Onslaught Plus, right? Which has even more busted version of all those events. And I know for sure that the arena itself is going to be a roadblock.
Yeah,
quite literally.
I'm Convocation. The finale is going to be all these finales are going to be nuts, but for me, Convocation, even on just live realm, can be challenging. So we're going to see how the teams get into this. And again, guys, thank you so much for your understanding about what we just addressed. Let's get into these maps. Let's see who's playing. Let's see what teams we're going to be looking at today. Right out in front. Ooh, let me fix the quality here. Get some audio going. If audio is an issue, guys, do let me know. I will do my very best to try to even it out so we're not fighting my voice, Grim's voice, over the audio of the streams. So this is La Confriere. They're going to be playing. We got the perspective of the Foot Knight. IB, we got more Bounty Hunter. Right as soon as I said it, he goes down, and we have Sister of the Thorn. So really cool to see Ivy. These 4 characters returning in day 3.
Yeah, we've seen this comp on tier 2. La Confrérie de l'Hexagone, by the way, is the name of their team. Bit of a French team there.
I'm not even gonna. Can we try that again? La Fille.
La Confrérie.
The Rain of Fire. Is that what that translates to? I don't know.
No, not even close.
I'm a learned man. All right, so next team is No Sound. Team No Sound is gonna have Xan, P, Simon, and Incandescent. We're looking at Wizard gameplay. Is this Unchained? I think. Xan going down. Let me turn it up just a little bit so we can hear them. We do have Witch Hunter Captain, IB, and a Grail Knight. They are 2 down. Grail Knight barely holding on. Back onto the... Gray health with our wizard, just enough to get up, top off that green health. There's still 2 down. Nobody's dead just yet. Ivy picking up our Grail Knight. There is a storm coming in. Gonna put their back to the wall. Are they gonna drop down? Ooh, our wizard gets picked up.
Until it picked up the wizard, Storm was almost a small blessing since it prevented the other player from being killed, but not anymore.
The return of the Warp Fire Rats pushing our wizard
There goes
into,
that Unchained.
dropping her behind the cart. We still have an IV and a Grail Knight up. Grail Knight decided to drop down.
And the Ironbreaker gets leeched just on the revive.
Right around the corner, and he's
leaves
dropped.
the Grail Knight alone. Which is not looking good, right? Like, that this Grail Knight now has to push. He seems to be speedrunning backwards to try and get better respawns, which, I mean, they're probably still going to end up about in the arena. At best, I think.
Good guy, Leech getting...
And
oh, he eats a horizontal. Oh,
yeah.
it's incandescent. Something
That's how quickly these runs can go. Like, Onslaught Plus just ramps up everything further, right? And then even on Righteous Stand, which, like, you'd think this first portion would, like, be almost just a walk, even on harder difficulties, but no. On Onslaught Plus, you don't even get past the very first items that you've already got full hordes at you. Every little meter is a challenge to get through.
We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next team. This is actually Chinchillin here. They are playing on VOD here. I will be changing.
It's like, I wouldn't be surprised for some teams to potentially exhaust all of their attempts before even an hour because of how quickly you can be killed on this.
You've got let's see, this is our bounty hunter with our sister and our IB and our Grail Knight, and they are in the arena area of Righteous Stand here. Let me turn on some audio. We're having some issues here with audio. Oh, I know. Hold on, let me fix this, guys.
Oh yeah, you've got this as the VOD team.
Yeah, VODs seem to... My OBS and VODs, you know? There we go. All right, looks like they are going to be clearing out the rest of this arena area. We've seen a number of strats, right? There's no old school just sit at the gate strat. This seems to be go in a circle. Keep your shoulder to the wall and keep going in a circle. Are these events changed, Grim?
Yes, they are. Onslaught Plus adds even more things to them. And this arena in particular is going to flood very, very quickly on Onslaught Plus.
So you immediately... Ooh,
and yeah,
is
see,
that
got
the
a
Minotaur?
Minotaur? Yeah, Minotaur, which has been added to the boss pool on Onslaught Plus. It wasn't in the original Onslaught, you know, because when I made it, Minotaurs didn't exist yet, you know.
I love Minos. I'm excited to see what happens here. We've got a bomb going out, staggering out that Mino we talked about. Leech going down. Oh no, those are troll hammers being dropped on a Mino's face, knocking him back, getting some space with that Sister's Thorn. Ooh, immediately looking for that Gutter Runner. He's looking for that side pounce. Is he gonna get it? Leech coming in as well. A beautiful crossbow shot directly to the face. More hedges coming up. Monks coming in from the back, but they're prepared for them. Looks like a storm is coming in from the high ground. A shot out. That looks like there's even a gas rat coming directly in front of that storm. And the monks running the charge. Another storm coming in from their far left. That gas rat coming in real close for some globs. I said it again. Orbs. Mino is slowly been chipped away at. Only 20% health left on this boss. We've got more and more storms constantly, but that Mino getting a couple of hits in. We do have one shot. Oh, he's getting stuck. This bounty hunter doesn't know what to do. He can get out of the way. That hedge causing some space for him. IB trying to go around the side, maybe continue to chip away here at this Mino, and some more storms, one right after another. We gotta run, get out of that circle.
Yeah,
You're gonna get picked up.
The Grail Knight that bought the bounty hunter space by knocking the Mino through him.
Thrown from one storm into another.
Ooh, the double storm here.
But they're able to heal up in the middle of that. Here comes that Chaos Warrior. Back is to the wall. Keep moving. There's 3 storms to the left of you. A Chaos Warrior behind you. Fire in front of you. Where do you go?
So there's a sheer amount of specials on this version of the event. Can turn the arena into chaos very, very quickly.
You've got Warp Shot hailing out. You've got Warp Gas just being thrown left and right. Storms left and right as well. And they're doing so good with this horde, believe it or not.
It's surprising to see like every single all 4 are still alive. No one's gone down yet, despite all of this.
That was such an intense spot. It's that Mine Hole causing so much trouble. But now it looks like it's just the Chaos Warrior who is down. Just a couple of clan rats with shields. And you can still hear those leeches coming in. Oh, we got some air runners over there. This crossbow action has been phenomenal. Headshot after headshot. They are able to calculate how far away is this enemy. Can I get that headshot? Am I going to get that kill? I see where the storm is. He thinks he's going to get that cast off at the top of the arena. Not going to happen today. Wonderful, wonderful play. We're going to go to Team Can't Jump. We can't jump and see where they are.
So every team right now is basically kind of finishing up. The teams that haven't wiped are either finishing up the arena or somewhere slightly after it.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty well close together. This right here, this is the perspective of Core, Havoc, Captain Kappa, and Rob. But they are trying to make their way up these stairs, and the monks aren't letting it happen, especially with shield storms coming in. Shield storms are almost mini boss status in this difficulty.
See this team who's got quite a pace going right now.
All of them seem to be making their way pretty well. Oh, more headshots, fire rats, gas rats. I have a new appreciation for the fire rats because of what we've seen the past 3 days. They can really disrupt the team. Not so much as...
We did have that moment in Hunger where one team was fully knocked off the map by a fire rat.
Yeah, yeah.
All 4 of them.
All ledged at the same time. Some storms coming in from this one doorway. Oh no.
Taking some damage here.
He is going to get picked up, get that shot off. Enough time to put that green liquid to his lips and get the health up.
So see if we observe a bit the compositions that we've seen taken for this. Right, we're still seeing Sister of the Tones. Like, this is still with the rebalance mod, by the way, right? So nerf Sister. But regardless of that, she still gets taken all the way up here.
Well, you can see just
seeing like a
overhead. You can see how the utility of Sister is so impressive. Like, you can control the boss, you can control the enemies where they are. I think it's about making them react to you, which this game almost never does.
Like, of the 6 teams we've got that we're covering right now, 4 of them are running a Sister of the Tone currently.
They've got their backs to this wall. We've got some monks coming in, jumping on these barrels. A couple of moonbeams shot out there. Sister and Bounty, I think, are very strong staples in this series.
It's like, notably, the Sister of the Tones received a rather massive nerf to her Blood Razor ticket damage, like the damage version of her ult, which has led some of them to take the wall version instead, which is seeing interesting use in this. And also her passive that gains temp HP from her teammates' temp HP has been cut in half, so you only gain half of it.
With that temp HP, let's talk some more about that, because with this particular difficulty, the way that this is going to happen is it's almost an onslaught. It's an onslaught of enemies nonstop,
Who would
right?
have thought?
So temp HP, you're either up or you're down. I don't think there's an in-between.
Yes and no, because you do generate a lot of temp HP if you don't get hit, but you can also end up getting hit quite a bit, just sheer amount of things poking at you.
And I'm all out of hail. Hailed everybody coming in. Rip the Jacker returning from yesterday's. Pestilence returning from yesterday's. Warhound being here. Thank you so much. Bach42 from yesterday's. Maya Law. Thank you, everybody. Starbelly Geek. I saw you here yesterday as well. Thank you for the returning names and faces. IB getting pounced, but Grom looks like his armor saves him for just a moment there. They just got to push back the tide outside this door. In come a couple of monks. Oh, Hook Rat picking up our Witch Hunter captain, but he is saved by his team. Either that was a fast bomb or a nice shout. Oh, but immediately pounced by the Gutter Runner. He's going to fall off the ledge. And a handful of storms pushing them back. Are going to stay up, go down, or they'll just spash these storms. In comes some more mugs. It's non-stop, this one doorway. And the problem here is you even have enemies coming up from this ladder. Or, I'm sorry, from the stairs they came up from. So this is a particularly scary area until the drop down. Now, is this event changed, Grim?
This is not a terror event. Just like the barrels in Hunger and the Dog, that there are no special spawns attached to this. This is just regular spawns all the way through.
They're going to be cutting their way through here. Hopefully, they'll get that cannon, bust open that wall. I'm going to see what happens with the rest of this Gutter runner, and we'll be switching on to Dillerman Fight Squad. Gutter dies. Fire Rat jumped down. Oh, there's another pounce, but he is saved by his team. They are on it. Not much damage taken from this Gutter. Oh, quick reload problems there. All right, good luck, guys. We're going to switch to Dillerman Fight Squad.
Well, it actually spawned in already.
Okay, we got our audio. Again, if any audio issues, guys, let me know. I'm going to see if I can play with the bit rate here on my end, see if we can clean up this image.
Either way, we have to go down.
The colors are.
Where I am, it shouldn't aggro.
It's I guess like shadows are removed or something. It is a little brighter.
Yeah, I mean, it's on their end.
Just ran on his head. But we do have a bunch of Chaos Warriors coming. Well, not warriors.
Yeah,
but
that Mauler bug is something that's been in there since release, right? It's something weird that happens with their climbing animation, where even as host, the host for some reason starts thinking that they're like 10 feet in front of where they're actually climbing, and they just start climbing in the air, and then they walk back to where they actually climbed through the air. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, to make that even happen, and why it's never been fixed in like the years of this game being out.
it's just fun things. Like yesterday when we saw that one fanatic T-posing in the wall. Like it's fun little Chaos Warriors overhead coming in. We got 3 or 4. Vermintide. It wouldn't be Vermintide without it. We've got Chaos Warriors, Maulers, we've got Berserkers.
That is the Ironbreaker taunting to give this teammate space, but he's kind of sacrificing himself there and then up against Storm and everything.
Is it the Storm or Leech that picked him up? He was disabled for just
that was
a
a
second.
Storm. That was a Storm that picked him up for a second.
We're gonna try and
I think the Stormer might have died in the middle of the process of it.
Maybe
See,
RIB.
if this team doesn't do anything to help this Ironbreaker out, who's kind of stuck in a corner blocking several Chaos Warriors. I don't know if this is a patrol or not, because there's a lot of warriors.
Overhead coming in. Punishment on this dwarf, but there's the damage. Then he's dropping down.
The stunt was too much.
They may be able yet to save him still, because it looks like the mercenary is going to try to go for a wall.
Yeah, a lot of the units would have to switch off him the moment he got down, which may give the others space to go and revive him, since he's in the corner, not taking too much damage.
They do get him up. His ability is up. He does have some band-aids. If he can find the space to use them. He calls out for it. He does get the full health off. He's back in the fight. We have a lot of armor coming at you, and you have to use this climbing animation to any advantage you can get here, whether it's on the stairs or around the bookshelves. You gotta find the space to dedicate some damage here.
Yeah, we're seeing like I mentioned, like 4 teams out of 16 sister, and this sister here is using basically like the good old loadout we still see on live, right? With Blood Razor Ticket and a Moonbow, both of which are severely nerfed.
It goes to show the power of the character.
It still works even with that much nerfing. It's impressive just how overtuned their normal versions are.
Ooh, completely obliterated that Chaos Warrior, but another one comes in.
And I hope that there are Fat Shark employees that will see this tournament, right, and witness how popular Sister of the Tone is, regardless of like heavy nerfing happening, and just do something on the live version of the game, because it really is not healthy for the live version of the game to have to deal with such an overtuned character.
Well, we'll see a scale back, I'm pretty sure. It's the same thing that we saw with maybe like Grail Knight, in a sense, right? Like you put it out there, you check it out, you get the consensus, and then you do the scaling. So we're gonna take a look here at team 1 downs per 1 Dwans per 3 months. This is gonna be our perspective of Oopsie.
With a weird aspect ratio, like it's kind of squished.
Is that aspect ratio, or is that like?
I mean, no, it's like it's a standard aspect ratio, but it's like for us, right? Because it's I think it's wide. It's a wide ratio that's squished down to a normal ratio by the recording software.
Here comes this Minotaur. He has to completely reload that bread box. That's a long time to get it fully loaded, but once it's up, the damage is chunking out.
So we're seeing a move speed zealot build here, which is unexpected.
A
since
troll
this is
as
not
well?
a true solo sheet.
Аккуратнее, Сити, сзади, сзади.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because this is our third zealot that we've seen with a third build. This is they're very different, each one of them.
Yeah, this is a build that I've seen usually like in true solo videos where you have a zealot like a true soloing things like Fortunes of War, where the zealot just runs around with 30% increased move speed
Ой, сейчас
and
сгорю, сгорю,
uses
сгорю.
the crit reset abuse on the crossbow that have effectively unlimited ammo. Like you just volley crossbow things as you run away from them. But it's weird to see it used in a team setting in this.
It goes to show each team has like a different flavor of what they prioritize and how they play together, like as a team. Like what are your strengths and how do we play around that? How do we build a cohesive team out of it? And they've done it very well. I was very impressed with the amount of damage that he chunked out on that Mino and on the troll. Tons of damage being pumped out.
And yeah,
right
this is
to the face to that hook rat.
it's still a zealot with its full damage buff, right? And then guaranteed crits from that one talent. But the volley in VT1 was always known for its boss deletion and teched fully for it. It's definitely still capable of it in VT2.
Strength potion in good old Drakenfels. 2 ogres, no problem.
Хилится, да, хорошо.
So they are slowly chonking away at these rats. They keep coming in. They need to get through here. This, like you said, this isn't an event. This is just
Сила. Может, кто-то силу.
how do I
No,
get through
this
these
is just
ramparts?
this is the whole basing of Onslaught Plus. Like it doesn't stop, and you have to find a way to push through things without trying to clear and then move. Trying to clear and move doesn't get you anywhere at this level.
It doesn't help when you keep getting enemies who physically push you back, but we're going to take care of a fire rat and a hook rat. Now they're going to use this second and a half of time to move to get through here. And look, this team is dropping down. Ooh, with a good aerial assault on that ratling.
Yeah, put in that volley to good use, really.
Closing the distance and 3 bolts to the face. That's interesting. He said, get out of my way. Get out of my way, clan rats. I got this storm's name written on these bolts. Oh, let's see what they do here.
We've
they
got
just hit patrol?
Нет, всё, мы всё
Course team that's already in the middle of the event, the end event.
We're gonna have to check that out in a second. They
They're
have to
currently
deal...
like they've got a troll as the boss, and they're deciding to try and kill it outright. And they're doing a fairly good job at pulling this off so far. They phased it.
Где там газ закидывает?
They're gonna take care of this. We're gonna switch over to Core's team. Take a look here.
Bal troll died after 38 seconds.
They all crawled down this time.
Oh, the timer in the bottom right. Wow, 38 seconds on a boss, and this difficulty is just insane.
Yeah, so now this brings them a lot of space to fight the rest of this event without having to constantly be on the run, since they don't have a boss, like denying them the possibility of just staying in a corner and defending it.
This is one of those areas, for me, you try to go into that corner and you're like, okay, we will defend here, but there's always monks that come in through that window. Speaking of monks, getting 2 easy little shots here right on our bounty hunter. Our IB getting out in front, his ability is up. Sister is doing well. Up on... Oh,
I'm
she's
fairly
actually
certain
from
we're
behind
watching
him
the point of view of a Witch Hunter captain, not a bounty hunter.
now. Oh, I'm sorry. Which kind of captain? Why did I say bounty? I see the sleeves. They're going to take care of these maulers. No big deals. They're thick, but they'll die. Monks from the side again. This side barricade is so troubling for me whenever I play. But they're handling it so well. They're actually using it to their advantage.
Next one is killed for us. Should we drink?
Yes.
I hit him, but I can't kill him.
Chum, it is because it was a different perspective or a different
Drink. Okay.
aspect ratio.
Is here?
Here comes this ogre. So this is a second
Second,
boss in this event.
yeah, second boss.
Ogre is let loose. But it is the ogre. It's not too bad if you can pay attention to those elbows, especially if you have the stairs tier advantage too. He's going to take care of the boss, keeping him here and maybe even lead him away so his team can clean up the rest of that horde. You do have berserkers in there. I did see some gas and whatnot. Lots of shields on your regular enemies, creating some space for berserkers to possibly get in, make that jump
If you're
attack.
noticing, he's doing quite significant damage on it by himself as well, just aggressively DPSing it while dodge dancing it.
It's about 30% in.
So much to there.
Bill Hook headshots from this first charge attacks do quite a significant amount of damage.
There's that shot. Look at that. Like you said, look at that. It's about 2%, 3% a stab.
Oh, I have stuff on me.
Here comes some monks. They're dropping down to assist this ogre. That is at 6 monks already. Oh, here comes the split because of the ogre charges.
We're probably going to see like the rest of his team pitching in to finish this off, since it's quite low enough to be eliminated.
in a fit
So I
of
think
rage.
So we're seeing the Blood Razor, Moonbow, everything to try and finish it off. And there we go. It's gone.
Ogre destroyed. Oh, nice guy leeches spawning up right. All the disablers spawned up right on top of each other, cleaning them up. Now they got to just deal with a little bit of this horde. Not too bad when the leeches are done. And Sigmar charging the hammer, ready to ban the rats. More berserkers coming in. Couple of overheads, but missing. Oh,
It's already over.
it's passed.
Yeah, I got the whole.
And this is going to be a victory here for Team We Can't Jump. As they jump into the Bridge of Shadows. Congratulations on that victory.
Let's see where the other teams are at.
We're going to start with I need an easy way to say La Confrère.
La Confrérie.
Confrérie? Like I'm not going to embarrass myself over. They too are just below the floating ammo box, so making their way to the cannon wall, but they still have a ways to go. Onion. Oh, it's Fellowship. Thank you. The Fellowship. Here I am thinking it's the domination of fire. Or what did I say earlier?
Yeah, no. Rain of Fire, I think.
I'm so
But yeah,
dramatic.
that is Fellowship, I think, is one of the closest translation to that. And Hexagon shouldn't be. I mean, it's
the
basically the same thing, right?
Mort. Ah, il est pas mort le gunner trop loin. Il est mort. Allez, go.
Okay, they cleaned up.
Salut, les
You
filles,
heard
comme ça?
the tail end of that horde bell. And they're gonna grab some more ammo and keep
Allez, go.
pushing through. But in
Avance,
classic Onslaught fashion, as soon as they get up through this door, I bet you they're gonna be contested for any gained ground. Oh no. Wow. What's going on here?
Ah.
Just one ratling defending the rampart? What is this?
Attends, là je vais essayer d'en tuer quelques-uns. Je crois que j'ai vu une storm.
Oh, is that a
Ah, non,
patrol?
merde, j'ai pas mis de tête.
It's pretty smooth.
We've got 1 per 3 months starting the end event now.
All right, let's go take a look. Good look on these guys. They, ooh, bounty hunter dropping for them. Okay, so this is gonna be a Mino
Our,
sitting
our
on
speedy
top.
zealot. Let's see what he can do to this.
Илюх, живи, пожалуйста.
You can't get a good shot here on the Mino until you can get just close enough, cleaning up some of the trash. There is a beam going out. Real focused fire on the Mino as well. And now the charge coming out possibly for this wizard. Oh no, he's gonna stop. The stairs really helping them out, confusing our Mino.
Yeah, we saw the previous team we saw had a Valtroll here instead of a Mino.
Our IB is dropped. Is he gonna be picked up? Ooh, frames be with us.
Yeah, that's some frame drops right here, but the Yarnbreaker will go back up with good use of the Zealot's ability to walk through enemies whenever he's got the buff from his charge.
The Mino is killed. The healing is passed off to our IB. He is able to bring himself back to green health.
This Zealot here is actually a little sad because he's got a lot of green health.
Do you take that with the gamble? Are you gonna take damage right here, or are you just gonna let it let it ride for a minute. Maybe just stand in some gas for a couple of ticks. She'll be all right.
I think he's going to play it safe in this. He doesn't really need the move speed, right? Which I think is the talent he's running for. I mean, and the power is cool, right? But not really needed per se. And then
Да, подниму.
it doesn't really affect the mechanics of his ammo regen on his volley, which is his main source of damage, I believe.
Massive overhead landing on our wizard, exploding her into fire. But she does get back up. Her health is back on green. The monks are coming in. And we have to wait to see how this team handles the second boss. Is it a strict ogre, or could it be something else?
I'm not sure. Not the. I do know, like, Onslaught Plus in general, it's taking a lot more liberties with the things that it spawns in its event. It's like a regular Onslaught when I made it. I tried to restrict myself to things that would, you know, make sense as to them being there. Onslaught Plus really kind of just wants to do the challenge for the sake of challenge, regardless of whether or not lore-wise it makes super sense to have a Minotaur in this, you know?
Sure. Like it's the things that the Mino brings to the fight is entirely different. Like if you're like, oh, we're just gonna kite an ogre, whereas here, a Mino running around, charging, headbutting, just wreaking havoc is on a whole nother scale, like you said. We do have our Chaos Warriors coming in, but we got to prioritize this Ratling. He's causing a lot of problems. As he goes down, the 2 Chaos Warriors coming up on our Zealot here. He's going to create the space that he needs to reload this bread box. It takes quite a while. Gutter Runner trying to go for a nice jump, but he's going to miss. We still have a couple of hits that do land on our Zealot. And we've lost one. Are they down a Grail Knight?
Well, they are on one. For sure. It's,
They're down 1 troll.
Вы живите, я пошел поднимать.
they haven't gotten the second boss yet, and it's a respawn already.
Getting blocked a little bit on that dash, but he'll be all right. Get that reload off, pull his rapier out, guard, and get our Grail Knight back on his feet, which will be needed to take this out. We do got shields, we've got armor, and there's even a couple of berserkers coming in. They got to dance around these church pews. Grail Knight trailing behind, but he's taking care of the enemies right there for him. Lead him back up the stairs, kind of make him converge, turn around, and tear him up. Shields, there's such a trouble. Such a trouble. Because it's just the space that allows. Like, do I commit my 2 shoves, 3 shoves? Do I have to, like, hit you when I know that Berserker is going to try to do this leaping, flying attack, which can do tremendous damage? Storm's coming in from the side, but they are going to spot it immediately. A lot committed to getting him. Is it going to down him? It isn't.
It's one of the few downsides of a volley crossbow. It isn't super good at a very long range like that.
So there is a Stormer out there laughing as, oh, he gets stuck on some debris, but you can hear him laughing. Sigmar taking his time to charge that hammer. We do have the Skaven Horde coming in with a handful of storms, couple of overheads, nothing gonna connect, and now we've got the gas being lobbed in, one right after another. But there is a lot of space for them to find new footing, and maybe even put their shoulders to the wall here. Maybe can't get stabbed in the back. Monks are now coming in. It looks like they have 2 gas rats. There's free reign with these orbs. It's gonna cause you to keep moving. Oh, right in the face. All right, now we're down to 1 gas rat with a bunch of monks.
This team
You can see
right
there,
now
there's
is
6
keeping on
monks.
top of all of these spawns.
They're doing
Doing a
very
good job
well.
to not let the arena flood beyond their capabilities to hold out.
And I love how this is alternating. It's alternating between Skaven, and then you're seeing even more chaos than I think that we saw last team as they were taken out. Getting a little pinched here, having to
Yeah,
charge.
they were just waiting for the explosion, I believe.
Oh. Luckily, Sigmar blesses them. The gate is open.
Not wasting any time to leave this place.
And they, too, make it to the Bridge of Shadows. Another victory seen here for... this is the first victory for 1-to-1s per 3 months. Let's take a look as we go through. Fellowship also here in the event.
Yep.
We see a foot
Cool.
knight
they
charge
got done
directly.
Vas-y, on arrive.
With the Minotaur.
Bien joué, Absa.
And it's right at the start.
In their
So they
way.
just started this
Yep.
event.
Il charge, les gars.
So we'll see. So far, both of the teams that we've seen doing this event have overpowered and cleared out the bosses as they spawned.
So far, 2 for 2 that we've seen, sub 1 minute of being alive, they've killed that boss.
Ouais.
So we'll see if this team manages to do the same with this Minotaur. So far, it doesn't really look like they have the means to do so, but they do have a bounty hunter,
Oh, la merde, là.
which, if he has double
c'est
shot,
merde, là.
could potentially like put an end to this Mino fairly quickly.
We had
So
to
this
use
Foot Knight having to use the
concentration.
Kong pod just to survive here.
Merci.
There they go. They pass off the healing. They have 1 thing of healing left. They're a little low on ammo, all of them, so they're going to be a little scared. Well, no, Foot Knight has a lot for this handgun of his.
Yeah, they're not finding any damage on this Minotaur and the Storm Fiend as well that's coming in, while the
This-
Mino is still completely alive.
T'inquiète, j'ai un ult. j'ai un
Could
ult.
be
Now they have to
some
deal with the
trouble.
double boss
Ult maintenant.
and
essaie de
everything
passer,
just slightly overwhelming them. So it's turning into a bit more of a
C'est bon, on a vu
survival
passer.
with large amount of enemies in the arena, unlike these other teams that were just keeping on
Nice
top of
save.
things.
Bon, alors on tourne pas dans le même
It's
sens.
going to turn
Je suis
into
avec Ouganda, on va
wait
essayer
for
de
the Foot
rejoindre
Knight's
de l'autre
ability to
côté.
be up,
On va attendre
charge
là,
him
Ouganda, je
back,
pense, hein.
find
On
some
t'en-
breathing room. You have an
On va les
IV
attendre,
that could also pick up and do some taunting on his own. The
Bravo,
fire
bravo.
from the Storm Fiend
C'est bon,
possibly
C'est bon.
creating some space off on its own. But you can
Attends, faut
see
pas qu'on
how
bloque, en fait. Mais
much
j'ai un ult à la limite.
aggression is right there with him. The charge
C'est bon,
comes
je-
out
je-
to
je-
maybe save the IV, and it does. It is enough
Le
to
hook.
take that
So
gun
that's kind of what
off of
happens
our
with
IB.
them being slightly overwhelmed like this. Is that like they're fine on their own right now, right?
Ouah,
But the
putain,
moment
bâtard.
a disabler comes in an
Essaye d'en tuer le plus
unexpected
possible.
fashion,
Attends, j'ult.
it can just end one of them so quickly. Then once
C'est
one
bon.
of them
Je
dies,
vais attirer pas
then
mal.
it can just snowball so quickly. Like the Iron Breaker going down right here in a spot that
Elle est morte,
is
la rating, c'est bon.
unlikely he'll be revived from.
He's so low, but I think
Allez,
they're sitting right on
on fait
top
des
of
tours.
him.
Monte sur le res rapide.
No,
Nope,
our
he's on
IB
his
does
own.
die.
He's gone.
Les gars, je... Oh non.
So now they've only got 3 left,
Ouais,
and
mais
all of a
attends.
sudden the pressure just goes
Oh,
even
putain,
further up.
Especially with that bounty hunter being
Iron-
dropped as well.
Bounty
Out goes the
Hunter
charge.
gets hit
Venez,
by a
venez,
Chaos
venez,
Warrior.
On va monter là, on va monter. Ah non, je peux pas.
Now they're gonna get
Get picked
Mino.
up, but
Oh no!
This Foot Knight is in trouble.
He uses that
And
charge.
every single one of these as well is just
mais moi, c'est
draining
pareil.
their health, right? They're not, since they're in a
Ouais,
defensive,
Oh.
since they're in a defensive playstyle, they're not gaining any time health. They're just stalling, right? And then they just kind of run out of health as Storm Fiend, Gunners, and other things just chip at them. So now we're down to Bounty Hunter, last standing with
On va
just a
faire gaffe à la
single
rating.
He's
single
trying.
sliver of health.
he's
Like a
trying to
single
make
gunner
it-
bullet would be enough to end this.
Laisse-le.
Some Storm
Bien joué.
Fiend flame, a gunner bullet.
Allez,
Is
He's
he
gonna
going
go
to
for the
pick up?
desperate revive here,
C'est
which
ça, mon ça,
I
bien
think he
joué.
will get off, but it might not be enough because everything is just gonna swarm here and Bounty Hunter's just gonna die immediately, and then we're left with a solo
Fais des tours,
Iron
fais un
Breaker
tour,
who
prends
does
le
not have a
tir,
shield,
fais le tour.
so he can't block any gunner bullets or anything.
Donc tu vas aller
And
monter
that could be a
tranquillou.
really,
Fais gaffe, la
really
rating
big
juste
problem,
là, tu peux
especially if
la-
he has
tu
to
peux
go
la
all the
shooter,
way
mec.
around. And this Ratling is sitting right in front of him, but the fuse
Il est en face de toi,
blocking
l'assassin,
some of
derrière
those
toi,
Those,
bullets
those
for him.
managed to escape the flood of enemies so far and make us bit of a
Ouais, t'inquiète,
loop to
vas-y,
go
tu peux
for
y aller,
another
tu peux y aller.
revive.
Sauve.
But so they're not making much progress right now because they
Bien
need to
joué.
kill those waves,
Ouais,
and
je te-
chain reviving
Non,
alone
non,
is
non,
not
non,
gonna
non, pas ça.
cut it. Foot Knight unfortunately gets interrupted on the revive, and Iron Breaker is still
Res
alive. He
right
gets the
in-
revive on Tyrolean, and probably is gonna get it on Suspire as well. But
Tu peux tirer.
now, even though they've got everybody
C'est
alive,
bon,
they're
je
in
les
a
res.
at a cramped situation here with so much AoE going around their one place. They're not in a good position to.
Allez, allez, les gars.
They did it. Well, actually, no,
so,
they're
but they
getting
are-
out.
they are-
All 4 are alive.
They are getting
Oh,
out
mon
without
ça,
dying
putain.
again. So if they can start doing
There's
some.
the ban hammer.
Oh.
Ça y est. Ah, putain,
I didn't expect that to be there. So I
Skin
guess it
of their
does.
teeth. But all 4 stand
Oh,
and
mec,
make
t'es
it to the
vraiment
Bridge of
putain, mais ce
Shadows
mec
as
est trop
well.
I didn't realize that we're so close to
Ouais,
the
bien
end
sûr.
here. Yeah,
Non,
that is
mais GG à tous.
quite the clutch from this bounty hunter, who had 1 health, managed to get the
Heureusement
revive
qu'on
on the
était
Iron
au
Breaker,
top,
who
hein.
then managed to take the take it
Wow.
on from there and get everybody back up.
Oh
taking my breath away.
Yes.
That was fantastic. Like you said, bounty hunter on belief alone.
Yeah, and these
able to pick up
numbers
the
as well. This
IB.
bounty hunter is dishing out some damage.
Mais bon, c'est
Man.
passé. Next.
Well done. Congratulations, the Fellowship of the
The
Rat.
6-digit damage dealt bounty hunter here.
Wow, 109,000 damage. Let's take a look here at Team No Sound. I'm seeing the Wizard down, but there are... The Witch Hunter Captain is alive. Our IB is alive. They are being just doused with flame. Couple of storms coming in as well. Our Grail Knight is up as well. So it's 3 out of 4. A pounce goes out here on the Witch Hunter Captain. I don't think they're going to be able to save him. They have to get slowly pushed further and further into the chapel. I'm not sure this is a position they want to be in.
Well, they're 2 up now, and I mean the respawns are going to be right in the chapel. Obviously, it's they just have to keep on top of those hordes right now. But that's easier said than done. Sometimes.
Let's use the staircase, man.
So you have our IB. He did use his taunt as they entered in this chapel. They're going to split up this, go up these stairs, see if they can split the enemy and take him out. They do have our Wizard up. It is our Unchained. And look, our Witch Hunter Captain is up as well. So they split perfectly to get their 2 teammates up. They finally stand back up as all 4. And they're going to deal with this horde. Possibly come back out, pick up some of the provisions, and start this event.
So this is the team that we saw wipe early on in the tournament. But they've already made good pace to be back here with a 33-minute run.
They've got healing. They've got 4 sets of band-aids looking pretty good. The temp health is up. Our IB is a little low, but he shouldn't have too much trouble surviving. Especially with those dual hammers, those temp HP is going to be up. And we will see Team No Sound take on this event. The Mino's going to be charging in, and we will see. We will see what they have to deal with. There's a lot of control here from our Witch Hunter Captain, from 3 of these characters. From our Wizard, from our Witch Hunter Captain, from our IB. A lot of control in the enemies, which might give enough space here for a Grail Knight to really tear up some bosses.
Some people like to do double staircase.
So right now we've got also Dillerman's Flight Squad that are fighting a Chaos Spawn with an Elf last standing in the end event. It's not looking good.
For Dillerman, we're going
There's
to
a Chaos
just take
Spawn
a
and a
real quick
Radogre,
look.
actually.
He's got leeches on him as well. Tried to drop down and get some healing, but it's not going to work. You do have that Chaos Spawn, as you mentioned.
5 HP.
Oh, is it going to happen with your back to it? The Chaos Spawn giving them actually some grace, some distance as they pick up the Witch Hunter Captain. Out goes the shout. We do have our sister maybe thinking
Somehow
about picking up
still
this
alive.
Iron Breaker. It's going for it. Can I get it?
Getting
One
in.
more shot
Aw.
and drop. But our Witch Hunter Captain did get the Grail, or I'm sorry, the
So we're
Mercenary
seeing
up.
some last standing clutch in this event right now, right? We've got the Self with so little health. Again, such a similar scenario.
Okay.
But now we've got a Witch Hunter Captain and a Mercenary.
Just hold.
Looks
But
like they're
have
going to
to
leave that
hold on.
Storm alive to maybe, you know,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at this point, I don't think they're in a position to even try to kill either of those bosses, but
oh, they did.
yeah, that's it. They got the event through, just like that.
They survived. They survived because Mercenary was able to get that IV up just at the end of time. So, Witch Hunter Captain, I'm sorry, Mercenary out in front, tanking everything. They also will complete. Let's go back to No Sound here. Congratulations to Dillerman. Our Bio
Just in
Troll
time
is
to
alive
catch
here.
another great clutch from this team.
I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping the eye out because we're able to see these type of there's a pressure here, right? This is map 1. So
And now we've got our last team about to try and complete this event here. We've got a
this one's
bout
gonna be
roll going.
I'm not seeing. Oh, our Grail Knight sitting in that gas. I think they got hit in the gas and the tick dropped them. But half health on the screen.
This is Grail Knight, who does have a med kit and a strength potion. Not sure how
this-
these molars felt the hits here, but we'll take it.
It's the stairs. They either bless you or they curse you. The only thing worse than stairs are ladders. But if you look at the inventory, they have used 2 of their healing kits. There's still a strength potion here on Incan, our Grail
Yeah,
Knight.
they have 2 med kits and a strength bot at their disposal. And potentially more strength bots as the Grail Knight's quests grant them.
Oh, true, true. Yep. Making sure that you have potions for everyone.
I'm good.
What a god, what a gamer.
There's two. There's two.
They've got a storm out over there, and they're still dealing with this troll. Do you think they're gonna try to kill this troll, or do you think we're gonna see more kiting action?
More kiting action, I believe. Like none of these. The only potential boss DPS here would be the Grail Knight, who has received a nerf to the single target damage of his Let's Blade if you take the double swing version of it. So I don't think we'll be seeing that much boss killing here.
We do have the Storm Fiend coming in as well. So the fire from the Storm Fiend, the vomit from the troll. The troll's vomit is incredibly dangerous. It slows you. You've got no stamina. You can't see. You don't want to step in the puke.
Yeah, they've got a rather draining set of bosses here. That if one of these goes to low health, like it's gonna be very hard to avoid like getting 1 damage extra to take on you. The Unchained, who doesn't like that stuff as well.
Yeah, no, it looked like she got caught up on a pillar and
Which
then
our
got body
captain
blocked.
also goes down, which leaves our Grail Knight here to deal with everything.
Possibly, maybe switching to a sword and shield, but he's got the Bretonian longsword. That parry might be.
And he's gonna get harassed by this leech here, since he doesn't have any means really to kill it,
That's not fair.
unless it decides to
Oh god.
put itself in his way.
Oh.
And well, it did put itself in his way, but it did so quite successfully.
It body blocked.
Unfortunately for
Are
this
you
team.
going somewhere? And they picked him up. So I don't know if that's attempt 2 or attempt 3 for Team No Sound.
That's at least I think that would be attempt 2, with how quickly they came back to this area after we saw them wipe once early. So they probably will be going on to attempt 3.
You can see here, XN almost pushing almost 100,000 herself. That's a ton of damage for this whole team. Honestly, the damage output is there. It's huge. Just those bosses definitely cause some issues. Let's take a look here at Team Chinchillin. This is the VOD for Nice Guy. And they are just starting the event here, the gate event at Righteous Stand. Let me double check something here. Yeah, no, this is...
Have you
Just kite fast.
kept it up on time with the others? Because this is a VOD, right?
Yeah, this VOD. So this particular VOD that we're watching right now is, let's see, about 54 minutes in, and we've been 57 minutes live. So, yes.
So I suppose they would be more than a... So if they're an hour in, I suppose that would be more than their first attempt at this, right? They are.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a time at the bottom, 6 minutes, so I suppose they probably wiped on the... towards the end or something, fortunately for them.
Nice Guy confirms that they did lose the other run. So yeah, so this is on time. My goal for the day as a caster is to not have any VOD issues. If I can do that, then I'll have one today. I'll have won my own tournament. We've got some really good sights here on our range. We get some crossbow action taking out our stormers, but we do have a hail of warp shot coming in, as well as free reign on these gas rats, orb after orb. I feel like gas rats in this event particularly are very dangerous. The gutter runner
Oh my god, dude.
was in mid-air, hit by some bullets that I don't think the game knew what to do with that. So I think it despawned the gutter runner mid-air.
We can't.
Oh no, you can hear him
no,
whispering again. That's
just
either
kite,
another one, but we'll see what happens here.
It could easily be another one with this event.
Upstairs now.
They are down one. They have their IB up, their sister up. They do have their
That's fine.
bounty up. And trying to get some headshots. They did. They're able to kill the Stormer. Deal with a couple of monks right in the face. Ooh, the Clan Rat getting a nice hit in. And the Troll coming up. You can hear the rattle of bones coming in from that Hook Rat. Packmaster. I'm sitting there trying to, like, Packmaster Troll. That's not how lore works. Some vomit going out, some heals going out on our bounty hunter as well, and now they just have to deal with this troll for a little bit. Gonna stagger him for a moment. Grail Knight being spawned, I believe it's Grail Knight,
Should we finish this
being
with the-
spawned
Yes.
above
It's infinite.
the lift. And we talked about this yesterday. You don't want to try to go for the lift and then race it and then pick this person up with anything down here because that can spell
Well,
disaster.
a solo boss is feasible, but if you've got the entire wave with it, then yeah, it's a terrible idea.
There's some more hook rats coming in.
I shot him once.
You can hear the whispers and hisses of doom coming from more pack masters. Some more gas coming in. Oh no, that's just troll vomit. That's the old gas texture.
Getting slid on like so.
So of the 4 teams that have progressed past Strider Stand, we're seeing a 2-2 split of map choice here between Convocation of Decay and Blood and Darkness.
Ooh, I really want to see some darkness.
So yeah, Dilliman, Flight Squad, and 1-1 Spurge Remon have decided to go with Convocation. Meanwhile, the other 2 teams have decided to go with Blood and
Light Summer taken
Darkness.
care of. As Biotrol is there, they're going to be working on this for just a moment. It actually is kind of scary because they are down another teammate. So it's IB and our bounty. What are they going to do? Especially with this troll coming up. I don't know if they were able to down the troll. No, the troll is going to be regenning. So all
It's
that effort.
regenerating. They have to stop that.
Yeah, all that effort that they put into it. It's a lot to commit to it. And now we're down at 2 health left here on this bounty.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage going away here. It's really unfortunate for this team.
Leech is going down, looking good with knocking back that Bio Troll, trying to make sure that that regen doesn't betray them a second time. Even more damage coming out. Well done. It's almost dead.
I know, don't worry.
Yeah, between a Bounty Hunter and a Troll Hammer Ironbreaker, they do have the means to kill this thing. Looks like it was already phased as well. It's like we were seeing the current off-host health bar bug that we have.
So they are going to go up that lift. Hopefully get those 2 team members up. We are going to be jumping around here real quick just to see where Fellowship is.
Si c'est patrouille, on peut.
I think I heard.
Ouais. Il y a une force là encore, je la garde pour Mance.
Ah,
Ok, c'est pas
Storm
meilleur,
Fiend
mais
coming in.
on peut.
We'll see what they're going to do here. They have to clean up some of the enemies here in the back. But that Storm Fiend shows up immediately, starts pumping out the fire. They got to take care of that gutter, which they do. They're going to fall back just a moment.
On s'emmerde pas, hein, c'est bon là.
Is this a ledge opportunity?
Ah oui, ok. Ouais, bien joué.
It could be if that's what they want to go for.
Sayonara.
But
Merci
Storm
d'être
Fiend's
passé.
movements are always unpredictable at best.
Let's go. Je le ping.
Especially when they
Yeah,
have
like
flame
crossing,
on that.
yeah, crossing the bridge though is probably one surefire way to make it get itself to a precarious position. But it can also be precarious for the people trying to do the ledging as well.
They're going to go for 1. That charge getting blocked by something. And there's the ledge for the Storm Fiend.
On peut. Attendez, go.
Go take a swim, they say. Now they've got to deal with gas at the front of this
Pinger les élites, s'il vous plaît.
bridge. Just orb after orb, and they have to deal with this little bit of a horde coming in and some storm vermin. Overhead, whoa, not connecting. A nice block at the right time. Whoa, a switch of weapon, almost getting hit by a slave rat.
C'est bon, je l'ai eu. Il va se suicider.
And they
Non,
did
non,
get the
il
hit
va se
on the
suicider.
gas rat, so he might be kamikaze pretty soon here.
Allez sur moi la Ratling. On va avancer. Ouais, on avance les gars, venez.
Il y a des stands vermines derrière.
Back over
Ouais,
the
on y va, on y va,
bridge,
on y va.
and
Je vais
you
peut-être
can see
pouvoir
these
même les
enemies
pousser au cas où.
Juste pour info.
just charging in. There we go, taking care of our rattling. Not have to deal with that. And knock off a couple more storms. That shield's gonna cause a problem.
So yeah, some more use of this buffed
Allez,
foot
on
knight.
avance. Là, faut avancer.
It's quite interesting
Ouais.
gameplay to see.
Il y a ça derrière les gars. Il a pas pu avancer avec le gaz.
There they
Ouais,
go.
on
They're
va
gonna
continuer
keep
d'avancer,
making
je
their
pense.
way. We're gonna go through here.
On a-
Team
I'm
No
seeing
Sound.
Team No Sound that are actually starting on convocation, so I suppose that was their third attempt, unfortunately for them. So they'll have to
Yeah,
forfeit it.
they're about
Righteous stand.
4 minutes into this attempt.
Behind way. I actually saw the whole way. It's like 5 minutes.
And be taking care of these storms as they come in. Some of these rats deciding to jump down, which could be to the player's advantage, but all of them coming down the stairs, taking care of this double gutter runner action. I can still hear another one, I think. Just waiting for the right time. Gas rat from where they came from, throwing gas behind them, making them push their way forward through these rats over and over. They will make it. Fire rat being dropped. Bolt to the face. That could have got scary, but I think I hear a Ratley slowly making his way up.
So I'm seeing team we can't jump with the insane pace already at the end event of Blood in the Darkness.
We can't jump. We'll take a look here. Oh wow, that was quick. 21 minutes. Maybe it wasn't as quick as I thought it was, but wow, it felt like they got there immediately. And here
and yeah, by the time we saw them finish the event of Righteous Stand first, right? And then by the time every other team went through it, now they're here.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. We've got Core, Havoc, Rob, and Blow. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm sorry. Captain Kappa. We'll have to fix that player tab there. In comes in the spawn of chaos. This is a very deceiving room because it's wide. It feels like you got a lot of space, but you really don't. So you can see a lot of the prioritization here going in on this spawn of chaos. Some good damage being chunked out. He is standing still with that swipe. Couple more hits. 3 people go down, but we are going to drop our boss, pick up our Witch Hunter Captain and our Grail. Oh, 2 went down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2 people just paying the price for this very aggressive boss kill. Again, this is the slight gimmick of this event as well. You've got those little ball of flies that will disable people if they're not careful. Which is basically forces you to stay away from the middle, since they always originate from the middle of the room. And they usually, I believe, target whoever is the closest to the Nurglot whenever he tries to toss them out.
Yeah, I've actually never knew that who we target. So knowing that is really important, because you could kind of dedicate someone to kind of be off a little bit. Not necessarily something you're going to see here, because now the monks charging in, backed up by their storm vermin brethren. A couple of rat lanes coming in, trying to get that kill before he gets a couple of shots off. And in comes another, right in the same place for the first one they downed. Couple of hook rats, followed by more monks. And now we've got our warp fire. 1 shot. It's already dead. They are not allowing the specials to get anywhere further than a couple of steps.
So 1 more.
Yes. No, I think actually 2 more.
Well, this is really what we see from this team that steps them above many of the others. It's just the sheer amount of damage they're capable of outputting without getting themselves killed in the process, right?
This might take only stab on the spawn.
It's like they're able to completely overpower these spawns and get rid of them before anything else comes, which is why like
I mean,
they don't have to play defensively, because they just don't. There's just not enough spawns to make them spawn and play defensively. They kill everything.
A good thing is 1, positioning. 2, you could hear their call-outs ever so slightly. I don't know if the audio loud enough for you guys to hear it, but they know what enemy, they hear it, they call it out, be prepared for it, they give that space.
So they had this interesting positioning here as they anticipated the next wave of spawns.
Beautiful block
Just having
push for that gutter.
The 2-2 placement with the pillars, which definitely seems to be rehearsed.
Practice makes perfect. What is it? Practice is
No, they seem like they also have a plan to execute those final storm vermins that come in here.
You need to be ready for
with the doorway. They're gonna stack them up and blood razor them to death. 9 kills, 9 storm vermin kills from the sister here. Good old blood razor.
tearing through the storm, getting through the slave rats. Practice is important. It's the mother of mastery.
They're all gonna be gonna be done with the second map. Only 1 hour in.
Well done. Absolutely well done. Congratulations to your victory on Blood in the Darkness. We're gonna keep going through here and take a look at One Dwan's here.
Я слышу
Just
где-то
did the
огнемётчик.
drop. This is convocation, and they have
Yeah,
to
they're gonna
deal
be
with
facing
a.
the triple boss of
Должна ульта.
that
Я
drop
выпью
down
тогда зелье.
if they haven't already.
I think I saw Mino still
Zafiro.
running around, or they killed it right as soon as we came in and take a look at this map. I swear I saw a Mino. Maybe I just want to see one. Grail Knight is being dropped. Oh, yeah, there is a Mino. Here he is coming to the charge after he drops our Grail Knight. Is he going to get back up? He
На мне
is,
Метеор.
but he's still on very
This-
low health.
Zealot with the can't
Волна
the feel nothing talent.
Штука есть.
Just sitting at 1 health for loading a crossbow, a volley crossbow in the middle of everything's face.
Все, изи.
Не-не-не, волна, Сидис.
Да, да.
A little scary though to be sitting at 1 HP like that.
Если у тебя будет син, я приду просто.
Пометил огнемётчика.
We've got another event. All right, we'll take a look at that event.
Да, я тоже.
They're going to deal here with a couple of bosses here. Let's do a switch real quick over here to Fellowship of the Rat.
Бежит.
That was actually such an interesting
Bon, si
transition.
tu
Anybody
prends
see
la-
that?
gros,
It was like
on te le dira,
dual wield
ça
to
va
another
faire-
dual wield. It looked like seamless, looked like it teleported.
je lance
But
les
this is a
bassins.
gate event here at Blood in the Darkness. They just hit the
Il a
winch,
l'air-
and we'll see what happens.
il est
Winch.
où? Je le vois- on
Winch.
tue un
The
maximum.
winch.
On va voir
The
les,
winch.
les stands vermines. On touche pas le boss, hein. Aucun tir dessus.
Je vais les ult déjà moi. Ouais. Gaz. Gaz ça va pas là.
This event, which has a rather aggressive amount of spawns,
Il est où le gaz
but you don't technically have to clear them
Tirez pas sur le boss.
immediately,
Ouais.
since you have to basically wait for the gate to open to be able to
Il y a une
escape.
niche. Si-
C'est de rester-
But this is the one
Nice,
where it's
bien
kind of
joué,
scary
bien joué.
because you have to go up those stairs and around to get to the other gate. There's 2 floors here.
Faire se suicider. Oh, putain, les dégâts.
Or am I confusing this with a
Yeah, I
different
believe
event?
the Onslaught version of this event also encourages you to try to escape quickly because once you
Ah,
escape,
mais
you
tu
stop
tues,
new things from
putain.
spawning.
Ah, double.
And I mean, even the base game does that, right? You've got a bunch of Chaos Warriors
Ah
that
ouais,
will
non,
end up
sauver,
spawning
je
if you
pense,
don't
là,
go
ça.
through fast enough.
On va les tuer.
And there is an achievement for actually letting all of that spawn and then killing it anyway.
Bien joué. Jult direct. T'inquiète.
Here, this could have ended very badly with this 2 people dying in the corner, but thankfully
Je
the
veux bien ton heal Absa s'il te plaît.
Ah non, on va sur Popo.
I believe it was the bounty hunter that managed to get pulled through to revive them.
On se casse.
Our
Then the Foot
assist-
Knight saved the.
Ooh, in the back.
C'est bon, bien joué. Bien
Yeah,
joué,
our
on est bien
Foot Knight
raccord,
is going to be able to get his health back to green health. They are
You know, the
rushing and
gates
rushing.
gates open and they have to just leg it. They don't want more bosses and a lot of bad
là.
things to
C'est bon,
spawn.
t'inquiète, je suis prêt. Je suis
They
prêt à
are
ult quand il
going.
faut.
They're doing everything they can to get to that gate. Couple
joué, on a plus de
leeches show up. They've even got that rat ogre
Non,
chasing them.
faites
And
gaffe.
if the enemies are too close, they all
Ouais.
can't pull this switch. So
Allez,
they
go.
need to get here quick, fast. Press E as fast as you can. They do.
Ouais.
Dropping the gate right in front of the ogre and the rest of those enemies, and they are
Now,
rushing.
while
to
they
as
have
far
put
as they
this
can.
gate in between them, like everything is gonna come through this one drop down
Lance-flamme.
that they just passed,
Nice, lui c'est bien qu'il meurt, lui aussi.
including the
tant mieux,
boss. It
parfait.
stops further things from spawning, but what has already spawned is going to follow
Allez,
them.
on tue.
It is a
on
race
tue la-
to
on
get
tue
to
la
the next
tranquille.
position. It is a
Lance
race.
flamme,
Otherwise, it's
mort.
going to be some pain following.
Ah, il est
Here
bon,
comes
fais
that
gaffe.
ogre. Here he comes, and they're
Fais
getting
détour,
stuck a little bit on the
détour.
Préparez-le.
banister of this bridge.
Fais gaffe,
So
Absa.
now looks like a fairly
Ok.
decent time to
Ok,
try and
ok, vas-y, vas-y, je vais
execute
reprendre.
this ogre right now.
Ok,
See
j'arrive.
what they'll do about that.
I think they're
Ouais,
getting
fais
ready for it. I
bien
think
revenir.
think the call
bien
was
joué, j'arrive.
oh a ledge maybe
Si, si, si.
a ledge. Ogre
joué.
being dropped. Foot Knight coming through a second time.
Ouais, attends, fais
Yeah,
gaffe. à la
seeing a lot of
rage,
Foot
tu
Knight
l'as tué.
value in
Pas de heal.
these teams. It's a very good way to deal with that ogre, really.
Just press F, right? Like you don't need to commit bombs. You don't need to commit ammo. You don't need to commit abilities. You don't need to commit time. Just get them out of my game.
Ok, bien joué. On va aller voir s'il y a du heal.
En fait, si vous faites du
We're
time
gonna
sur-
go up this ladder.
sur Pullman, c'est-
And it was quick to hear because here's another event.
On attend la horde, on fait quoi?
This one, I'm actually very curious because time is of the essence in a one way or shape or
Bien joué,
form.
ça,
Because
c'est
now
bien.
you've got to release
attends,
the
Max,
captives
tire
here.
pas,
There's
tire
got
pas.
to be a route.
I mean, again, this is also another case where this is not a terror event, right? This is
Non, mais il va
simply
arriver,
normal
voilà.
spawns played over an objective.
Ah, par contre, il y en a un devant.
We'll see how what the game thinks of that because they
Ah,
might
putain,
get
je bug
shoved
avec
back
les
down
choses.
this
Ah.
hole.
Ah merde, je suis descendu. Bon, bah, je
It
vais
is
reprendre.
gas strat. It's rather inconvenient for them.
Fuck.
He's gonna try to take it upon himself to take care of it. There goes the charge.
Ah oui, bah,
He's
ok.
gonna turn around, maybe,
je
and
sais pas,
take out that
c'est
gas.
bon?
No, they left it. Left it for our IB to take care of.
Bien,
Now we got
Monks, tu
monks
peux-
coming in. You see the berserkers coming in as well. Some heavy armor jumping into the
C'est bon,
frame.
parfait, bien
Even
joué, bien
more
joué, bien joué.
gas being laid out.
Je prends une-
Firebomb
je-
going out. Gonna create a little bit of space here. Kill off
Allez, c'est
maybe
bon,
some
on
of
peut
the
avancer.
littler rats. They're going downstairs.
Allez, go, 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 go.
And the idea here, I think, is to funnel them all into a place that they can't really get to.
Là, on est très
Can't
bon,
get
là, là, on est
swarmed.
très bien, là-dessus. Venez, venez, recule pas.
One way, somebody says right, someone goes left.
On retourne en arrière.
Allez, go. Je vais le tuer, lui.
There we
Derrière,
go.
fais
They
gaffe.
just
Ouais,
got to
viens,
be careful now.
il
Just
se
the
touche la bite.
one or two rat, the classic Vermintide, one rat
I
behind
believe
you.
that I think there's a boss coming in, right?
Allez,
The
ah,
screen
si,
is
si, là, c'est bon,
shaking.
c'est bon.
I think there he
And
is.
yeah,
like you
that's
called it.
that's a second ogre, which I believe they're just gonna try to ledge again, which is why they're coming back
Ah,
here.
c'est bon, mince, j'arrive. Mets-toi à l'endroit où il faut, s'il te plaît.
Oh, the IB picked up the ogre. I don't think that was part of the plan.
Vas-y, les gars, moi je prends le.
Oh, maybe right here
moi
is
qui ai
that
pris le monstre,
ledge. They're gonna try to pull him
Ouais,
around,
les
but
gars,
there's
moyen
no
de le faire tomber?
ability up.
Ah oui, mais il est pas au bon endroit. Venez.
C'est bon, j'ai l'agro, j'ai l'agro.
This is gonna get a
So
little more
they have a
coordinated.
very clear intent of wanting to ledge this thing, but
Is he
the
smart?
ogre is just not offering the opportunity right now.
The ogre said, I know what you did to my brother Ralph.
Viens,
You're not
viens,
gonna
viens,
do
Max.
it to me.
Oh, ce cafouillage. Vas-y.
Or is it gonna happen? Oh, he lost. Oh, maybe. Oh, are we gonna get greedy for it? It's one of those things where I need this positioning. They're gonna have to loop this ogre around. Oh, actually, they got a couple of
Ah, il est
ideas here
sur
that it
quelqu'un
can
d'autre, ça.
happen.
J'arrive. Oh putain, vous pouvez ult.
But it's
Bien
oh,
joué.
IB gets
Allez,
it
on
with the
avance.
There it
curse.
is. No, I believe that was actually the elf with a blood razor.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Allez,
always
on
think
a fait
I
ce
always
run
think
merde, on
either
est
it's
en mode
Gromel's
spec
gonna
patrouille,
do it
c'est
or
très
the
bon.
Foot Knight's gonna do it. But yeah, I think again, sister shining through.
Ouais,
Donc là, on y va
GG.
tranquillement, on fait gaffe.
Ouais, t'inquiète. Je fais aussi vite que je peux. Il y a une ratling. Ouais. Putain, il y a 3 forces, Mance, tu vas te régaler.
It was
C'est
doing
ton mort.
everything it possibly could to not get a ledge. Like, I'm not gonna
On en a
let
une
you do
déjà.
it. But they made their way back up.
Avoir deux combos de force, ça,
They are at the front, but no boss to have to deal with. And like you said, not a terror event, so they do need to deal with the spawns of this particular difficulty, make their way their rounds through, possibly pick up some items.
On avance, on
And
avance.
they're looking good, in pretty good shape. Bounty
On
Hunter a little
avance alors,
banged
c'est
up,
200
but
là.
overall pretty good shape. Let's go take a look
Yeah.
at whoever we take a look at in a little recently time. Let's just kind of just cycle through. Team No Sound. Looks like they're at the start here. They're still in the Temple of Shalia. Over here at the bunk beds. Rise and shine. It's time to die. Chinchillin, we're taking a look here. They are trying to make their way to the cannon wall. I want to make sure this is on time. But I don't know if we're still here. Let me double check and make sure that we are in the
No,
right
I think
space.
this is correct here. See, there are 27 minutes in this righteous stand run.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we are righteous stand here. They're making the way to the cannon wall. Team We Can't Jump have their backs to the wall here just outside the chapel at Old Haunts.
Group on me.
Mm.
They are down 2 now. It's up to the IB
I couldn't see this one.
and our Grail
This is a-
Knight.
Interesting situation for them here. It's like they've had such an incredible pace so far, but now down 2 is going to be rough to finish this event with, and these Blightstormers are quite inconvenient.
Gutter Runner was just about
Using the
Whoa!
geometry there to stop himself from being picked up and getting this cheeky respawn in.
What a tremendous play. Is he going to be able to save this IB from the gutter? And he
And then
does.
the fourth member respawning there where the wizard was just picked up. And the gunner is going to deny that for a second, but gets killed by the wizard, and then we're back to all 4.
We
Just like
got
that.
That crouch res, everyone is taking notes. I'm definitely taking notes on that crouch res, especially right
There
there.
was another heal outside, or over here as well.
So they have not even been in this temple yet. You can see up in the top center it says enter, so they haven't even touched the map yet. They're gonna pick up some potions. There's a conch pot, it looked like, and everybody's got healing. Okay, 3 healings, 2 bombs, a strength potion, and a conch pot. They are in pretty good shape to take on this event. There's a lot of punishment and
Oh
just
yeah,
ahead
from
of them.
having played myself, the Onslaught Plus version of this event is rather aggressive.
One down.
It sounded like, oh, just above him. Can't do a wall hack and chop up his feet to get the kill. They're going to try to pull his book as soon as all 4 members are down here. Monk screaming, "You're in our house!"
Meanwhile, we've got 2 things that are happening at once here. We've got Dilliman Flight Squad just falling down the hole on Convocation, and
No.
1-1 per 3 months starting the final event of Convocation.
Ooh, okay, we'll take a look at that. It says disrupt the ritual. They're waiting for a res, so let's take a look here at Dillerman real quick. Like you said, they did just drop down.
I'm gonna get aggro on
It
the
sounds like they're trying to deal with this horde. A couple of people have their backs to the wall. They're feeling a little confused, it seems. What's going to happen? We got a potion being put out. Our Mino is alive, charging in, causing some disruption. Our sister having to deal with, ooh, the troll here as well, getting knocked off. Actually giving those sisters some space to get a couple of those shots off. And I have to deal with kiting around this Mino. Maybe he'll do another headbutt or a charge to kind of
Now
save
they're
her.
down 1 already. And
Oil lamp.
reloading.
got those multiple bosses to deal with.
So Sister's having to deal with both the troll and the Mino. Our IB being picked up and saved almost as fast as he was picked up. Assassin being shot out. Called out, shot out by a Sister who's doing very well at the multitasking here.
Here respawn is right below the stairs.
So they have a ways to go before their respawn, but we do have an IB, a Grail up.
We'll make do.
You do hear that Packmaster slowly making his way through, shot through by the legs of the Mino. The safest place to be around him anyway.
Coming there.
And it looks as though, ooh, there's even that gutter coming in. Couple of shots out. Gutter's very close, trying to get that, ooh, burning up. Gutter dying to the dot.
Wave coming now as well. Control my corpse.
And it looks like it is actually a Storm Fiend. They're dealing with a Troll, a Mino, and a Storm Fiend. Grail Knight coming in, getting a couple
This
hits off.
Trail Knight just comes in, picks up the attention of Minotaur.
He just
ult.
double poke.
So we gotta
Hey,
get the aggro away.
I'm a threat. Couple of monks coming in, and here is that Storm Fiend. They're trying to bring them all together, picking up a couple of healing and firebomb.
There's 2 gas rats, 3 gas
They
rats.
might be throwing that pretty soon, unless this gas rat's going to cause some disruption. Ooh, that hit in the back did a chunk of damage. Kamikaze on that gas rat. Couple of brambles coming out. IB healing. And, just enough time to get the
Health
bomb
goes
off, but they
down.
still take some damage.
If the Iron Reckon
Oh my god.
pull off the survivor, is it going to be the end?
Getting vomited on. He is not up.
Okay.
Our sister
Unfortunately, that leaves
dies.
the Ironbreaker last standing with very little health. And the respawns here are not very forgiving.
Eating
Not
the
that it
charge
doesn't
and
matter. The
dropping them.
Minotaur just ends this right there and then, unfortunately, with his team.
And I did just switch to one Dwans, and our Grail is the only one alive. He
Ooh, yeah, this is not going well for this team either.
There's a Packmaster afoot. Is he able to get him around the corner? He does. Our Grail Knight is the
This
only
Real
one
Knight
alive
does,
now.
does have health to deal with the situation, and the revives are not impossible to get, but the thing with the Convocation event is that things keep spawning if you don't clear them, so this can easily get extremely overwhelming very quickly, and almost impossible to recover from, because even if you get people picked up, you just don't have the DPS anymore to keep up with the spawns that are piled up.
I'm curious of what the other weapon for this Grail Knight is, because trying to get
A kind of questionable use of the ceiling draft right there, since it only made a bunch of white health turn into green. But Panic's gonna do what it does. Let's get one revive off on this wizard, who's gonna chain it onto the next one.
Very nice. And we just have our Zealot. That's the last
So
one that
all of a
needs to be
sudden,
rezzed up.
yeah, everybody gets back up, but the wizard is not gonna make it out. He'll get picked up again, which is gonna give another ult to escape.
They're getting
The
pushed
Grail,
directly.
Grail
to the wall.
Knight passed on. As he falls over from the pressure.
He did his charge. He did his charge and got up his other 3
Хорошо. Он умер.
teammates.
Yeah, they've got 2/3 of this event done with. Like they only have to get the last sorcerer to die
Я
to be
изучил мгновенно.
done with this. It looks like the Zealot's gonna try to go for it with his little move speed build, try to do a few circles around and get the sorcerer overwhelmed.
The big thing here is they have to be really, really cautious of not just.
They
the-
also do have a
Я его
handmaiden,
убивал.
which may yet
that might be
give
one
some
of them.
cheesing potential for this event. Zealot here trying his best to walk through enemies, but gets shoved off the platform anyway.
Там вообще такая бялка.
Grail Knight back up, and as soon as he is, he chops down that Chaos Warrior. Now our Zealot very low on health.
Я тоже иду.
Yeah, this is a feel nothing build, right? So he can dash and then stand in the middle of everything, taking damage without dying, which may yet be what he's gonna try to do. It's like if he piles up significant amount of elites, he can charge in and then use the damage he takes, but doesn't actually
Поднимись, поднимись.
suffer from, to recharge his ult and then do it again. But
You
then
think
he
it's
had to
gonna be
use
a
his
race to the
he
finish?
did have to use his dash to revive instead here, so he's not gonna have it for another 40 seconds.
Пак, где-то.
It's about dropping
But
down,
yeah, the
cleaning it
people
up.
Я
just
внутри. Пак, отсоси.
taking turns being on the platform. It's almost done. They may yet do this.
Хорош.
I think they've done it.
Всё.
Yeah, they've done it. Now they just have to escape. And with all
Final
4
count.
alive, this should be a victory
Всё,
for them.
быстрее внутрь.
And it looks like our Grail Knight is already well ahead. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's our Handmaiden is well ahead, ready for it. One of my
Just elf
favorite
things,
scenes
you know.
right here.
The elf
most
just off into
beautiful
the
scene.
sunset.
А я
Into the
не
bubble.
попытался.
Into
Я зафиксил
the
туда.
Bridge of Shadows. Another completion here for
Ой,
one
как
Dwans.
хороший тролль, красава. О,
That was
да,
that was tough because they were down to one person. They were able to pick up 3
Да, конечно,
other
тролль
teammates, split up the enemies, and then, like you said, share the time in that fetid pool to get their victory that they so well deserved. Congratulations. Let's take a look here.
J'essaie de l'avoir tué direct.
This is Fellowship, who look like they're just about to start. What is this? Blood in the Darkness.
Yeah, the end of it. Blood of Darkness.
On reste focus sur les.
So they just started it, it seems. Or maybe right in between breathing spaces. So we see a bunch of storm vermin coming in. A couple of shields, a little more shields than I'm used to seeing here. And their back is to this back right wall, dealing with the Nurgloth bees.
Bien
Not the
joué.
bees!
Ouais,
Let me
fais
see if I
gaffe
can
comme ça, s'il te
change
plaît.
the quality here for you guys.
Allez, hop, ça fait.
No, it is
Fais
1080,
gaffe à
so
toi parce que.
a lot of particle effects happening. Now, one little thing that you could do that maybe is not the best idea. Oh, that's still stuck there. There we go.
C'est bon, on recule. Fais
Is
gaffe.
rely on these
On va attendre. Tu aggro, va falloir que tu aggro au dernier
pillars
moment,
to
Mance.
block the bees.
Vas-y. J'aurais pu raise.
Our sister is going to go down, but she does get picked up pretty quickly. There is a berserker just hacking away, dropping the HP. Our IB doing a good taunt, picking up a lot of berserkers, lots of heavy armor that they're going to have to deal
It
with.
seems that they're unfortunately like already completely out of supplies. Nobody has
Ouais,
anything.
tire, hein. Vas-y.
So they might have had to use the healing provided at the beginning just to top off instead of storing it.
Ouais.
And that could cause more pressure, more mental pressure. Because you know, like you said, if I get
Yeah,
dropped
this
here,
elf has to stay wounded and goes down for it. Then
Allez,
this
jusqu'à ce là,
bounty
ça.
hunter almost going down from the bees, but
it's getting hit again. That
his
charge-
beat like right again. It's like you have to watch out for those. You can't just rely on your teammates to break them every
Oui,
time.
oui, revenez à droite là.
They only have 2 Chaos Warriors left to take care of. 1 Chaos Warrior to take care of left. Drop him. Make him fall. Will it happen?
I think they might be trying to leave it alive intentionally to delay spawns.
Oh, for their own res.
Yes.
Allez, go.
Ah,
Fais-le.
smart. Here I am. Kill it. But they do get him up.
Bravo. Allez.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the
that was
last
a-
thing actually. Yeah.
32 minutes.
Well, now they
c'est
have to
pas
deal
mal,
with
c'est pas
these,
notre temps, mais ça va.
These storms. You could
On va
hear
être- on
the
va-
the
à 5,
celebratory
je pense,
clap.
peut-être pas, non.
But in come A mini
But
horde.
I don't expect these storm vermins to,
Non, mais je suis idiot.
regardless of this, to be the run ender here. So this should probably be a victory for this team.
You never know. Storms have the power of the lucky overhead. I've seen whole teams die to one overhead. Sister having to deal with the majority of those storms until they take care of all the rest of the trash. There's one horizontal strike to the guts of this Foot Knight, but it looks like they're, like you said, safe to make it to the Bridge of Shadows and get out of here.
Yeah, they're in the clear.
Ouais, mais sachant que, ouais, là, on a perdu des points à cause de notre défaite. Putain, ça c'est cassé.
That's gonna be a second map completion for this team.
Congratulations. Let me see you get in that orb and we can call it. Yes. Now, it does have to say victory, but you know how safe that place is. So, congratulations on another victory. Team No Sound. Actually, I'll go back to Fellowship in just a second so we can see stats. Just to see stats. Those are always fun. Where are the green circles at? 82,000.
Right on the bounty
damage.
hunter again. Bounty hunter that's pumping out those numbers in this tournament.
Insane. And Team No Sound, they are here in the sewers area of Convocation. Ooh, eating a strike from the Mauler. But it looks like everyone's up on temp HP. The only person who's on death's door right now is our sister.
I'm just looking through the status of all of our teams here.
Duke, I believe you're right. I remember that. The three of us decided to eat one big blade.
This trigger went.
It was the superstorm that did it to us.
Wait at the drop down here. Oh, it's pretty bad.
This drop down can be interesting. On one hand, you're like, let's go, let's drop down. You can like mentally place yourself, okay, this is what I need to do next. But as soon as you do, you leave yourself open to like this horde coming in. Could come in from the back while you're dealing with maybe a troll or something directly in front of you, and you can get sandwiched. So you want to be pretty aware of your surroundings before you do.
Attack coming in.
They're coming up the climb now.
Yeah, exactly. So this drop down, you need to be prepared. Not just you as the individual, but you as the team. You prepared to take that leap with each other, because it's gonna hurt. Chaos Warriors trying to get that sandwich, but we will not allow it to happen. Gutter Runner trying to be cheeky, run around the corner. Gas Rep being popped. And the Beam Staff taking care of the Gutter. Storm as well, also being destroyed. Right around this corner.
Yeah, they're progressing through at their pace.
They're doing great. They're doing great. They've got one healing, one strength potion, 2 bombs. When they do their drop down, you're gonna have to deal with 3 bosses. So we'll see. Maybe there's some provisions in this chest. Nothing.
Some sort. That's where the monster at the beginning like killed it, so that made no sound.
There's no way.
Just before they get to that drop down, they're gonna keep pushing through. We're gonna take a look here at Team Chinchillin. They are in Old Hunters. Yesterday, this is Blood in the Darkness. Oh, okay, it's Ranger Veteran. I saw Blood in the Darkness, and my Beastman. My Beastman PTSD came in when I saw the Ranger Veteran's aura. I was like, wait a minute, there's no Beastman.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
They have to deal with a horde here. They'll be doing all right. I want to keep cycling through just to kind of get some eyes on everybody.
Yeah, we got once per Tremont fighting a troll on Old Hunts.
We've got a troll, like you said. Pretty low on health right here for the Saltspire, but he's not going to worry about that fall damage. He's going to sit.
It's a zealot.
Yeah.
He breathes low health.
Get some damage in on the backside of this troll. They did get to phase it once. Gonna reload.
И ассасин еще.
Deal with this Packmaster, possibly. He's still up. He's taking some damage, but he's not dead yet.
Блин, мне пассивку сбили. Че этот пулеметчик столько пуль на километр попал,
1
а?
HP left.
That's the passive proc here. And no ult to abuse
Я пометил хилку, где надо будет троллю потом взять.
for a bit. So it's an
Здесь
actual
наверху
1
полетим
HP now.
рядом.
It's if you die in the game, you die in real life. But they look like they're gonna be doing fine. He's playing with this monk. Well, I won't say playing. Maybe he's looking for the right time to take care of it. Because monks are scary. You don't hear that initial swing, and sometimes your kidneys are open just for it.
Волна бежит очень много. Лучше тролля на меня, наверное.
But this is interesting. You can see them using the verticality here. Let's go up this ledge, drop down, make the troll come back around. They're dealing with the rest of that horde. We're gonna try to go up this ladder. Oh, before anything else is close to him. He's fine. The troll wants to make his way. He's got his
Откуда здесь эта хрень?
desires set here on Saltspire. While the rest of the team takes care of the horde. Oh, gutter runner maybe.
Да сдохни,
Really?
мразь.
What? Going through the wall.
Да как попасть по тебе, а?
You can still hear the clanking, the rattling of that Packmaster coming. I think they took care of him. You can hear him though.
You can see the zealot here gaming his crit passive to regenerate some ammo on the volley.
Вот она. Можешь быстро?
Long bomb coming from two long bombs coming from that gas rat. Just a simple little sidestep here. You're not gonna get me with that. And they did well with that troll. Let's keep going. Back to Fellowship, who are also taking on a troll in pretty much the same area.
Yeah.
This
Allez,
is
2 secondes, je
the
l'ai. J'ai mon ult.
start
Vas-y, vas-y. Oui,
of
vas-y,
the
bien joué.
map. It
Vas-y, j'ai
looks
mon
like. Well, not too far away from the start.
Yeah.
ult. Allez, allez.
On bloque derrière.
Voilà, très bien.
But
Vas-y.
here again, we get to see
Comme
more
d'hab,
and
comme
more. Oh, we're gonna get a ledge. You ledged a troll.
Ah, celle-là, elle était stylée,
Do you like
putain.
their ledges,
Faut
it seems?
filmer ça. Oui, j'ai vu.
They're pulling it off, really.
Oh, perfect emote. Oh, it was so good. That ledge on that troll was so good.
Gaz. Ah, le gaz, putain, je voyais pas.
It was close, but you know, getting that troll out of there without having to worry about phase time, the breathing room that gives you. IB jumping down in the middle of that jump pops a taunt. You're gonna have so many Skaven just focused on this IB. Their sides turn, flanks open, and be able to tear them up.
C'est pas où-
Well done. What a charge. What a usage of Foot Knight.
Ah bah, il nous a aidé.
Heavy plate for the win. Where are my Foot Knight players?
No, we can't. You do foot next.
They're in this tournament, really.
All of them.
We're seeing
Okay.
quite a few foot knights.
We've
to
got a
good
chaos.
use.
We've got a chaos spawn here for Chinchillin. They might also go for a ledge with this Grail Knight double stab. A shout from the Witch Hunter captain, and I don't see the kill feed. Where's the kill feed? There it is. There. We just got to see another ledge. 4 ledges total so far, right? That we've seen.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Insane.
I mean, it gains so much value in those. It takes so many resources to kill and time to kill those bosses normally. And sometimes you can just press F and it's gone.
We do need a ledge counter. That's good. You're right, man. The amount of stuff that you don't have to. The amount of resources that you don't have to commit. Just press F once and you're good to go. How do I? Do we have any mods in chat? Can we get that? Thank you. So they're going to be working here. They took that ledge very easily, and they're going to be pushing their way up. I want to cycle through just in case we don't miss anything cool like that on any of these other teams real quick. Might be a little confusing as I'm passing through.
У меня не
But we do have the
подламывает,
temple event here for Team Wondwans. They're about to read the map and summon a whole,
убил пар.
what'd you even get, congregation
Волну
of
и этот
monks?
дефать, что ли, одновременно?
A monastery of monks? Here they come.
Открыть? Окей.
Yep, it's always an interesting event to look at. And then after this, we'll be able to see the team,
Кие, сквозные челы.
jumping to starting the end event of that map.
What would you call a large group of monks? A brotherhood?
Not sure.
Frames be with us. We got a bunch of Stormvermin coming. It is a scary way to fight right there on the landing. A pestilence of monks. Ooh, that's clever.
Got
Because
this
Skaven.
initial little wave done through, and then they have to deal with the monks and the gate opening, and then push through, so make sure that they don't get extra waves either.
Да за мной выходить не надо, я такой мобильный. Да, взять меня, конечно, могут, но я стараюсь с вами.
Pestilence comes in. Oh man. All right, here we go. They're getting close. They're gonna be reading this.
Нихуя.
One wave of rats after another.
Я
Ugh.
жду.
You know what I think? Well, here come monks. Here comes a packmaster looking to get a hook. Is he down? I'm not sure if he got knocked back or killed.
He got killed.
Leech right behind them, not being able to get that reload off to get a kill. So we're gonna see that Leech try it again. Rattling, firing down, machine gun in a hallway. That's gonna put some pressure on our players, or at least make it so they can't push immediately forward. They're waiting for just the right moment to take out that Packmaster. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 Chaos Warriors coming.
So this is the Chaos Warrior wave coming in, and this is scary with this thing. Because if they clear this and then don't go out on time, they'll have another wave.
They need to push out. They do have a lot on this Zealot. He has a strength potion. He's got a bomb. There's
There it
healing.
is. He's gonna walk through and then potentially. No, he's gonna stay with his team to help clear out.
Back to the wall, but they still took out those Chaos. So that's scary to deal with. Ooh, in the face. That's scary to deal with 5
they got
Chaos
this
Warriors.
mostly cleared out. They have to push through, because if they don't in time, they're gonna get more. Shouldn't be taking their time.
Все вместе выходим?
You can hear him. I heard dog,
I
so I
think
think
this
it's
is-
like, hey, pay attention to what you're doing. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Leave the village.
Я бы
They've
мог
got
выйти.
one. The elf went outside, triggered it. I don't know if they've got one extra wave potentially, but at least now they've triggered it, so they're not gonna get any more.
Пусто. Нам дают пройти. Мы выходим? Опять.
Itself, taking a beating outside, sacrifice for the.
That is an incredibly crazy way to do this particular event. The strat, like I said, so many different teams invent different ways to play. You know, they're like, what are your strengths and weaknesses? How do I play to this?
I do believe that they took potentially slightly too long and got themselves an extra wave here. This Field Nutting Strength Bomb here, just taking out a few Chaos Warriors.
Frames, come on, get with it. Okay, outside the temple, getting the frames back. Gutter Runner doing a long open leap, taking care of the gutter. Now we've got a Mino in the way. What? He's just ignoring him.
Yeah, just go. The slightly wants to go that way.
You said you only have 1 HP. I need a worthy fight. But we're gonna wait for the res, which is way far downtown. The storm right at the door. He's gonna wait for his teammate, pick up that healing. Ooh, okay. Decided to use the healing on himself. That Mino is like, wait, I forgot my purse in the church. I gotta go get it.
Мне надо найти грёбаного, сука, ассасина.
Yeah, they're down their handmaiden. They have a Ground Knight, a Battle Wizard, and the Zealot here,
Я пошел
having to
нормально.
deal with this Minotaur and more like regular hordes coming through.
Заодно вместе с
Well,
Минотавром,
I
чтобы
think the big thing here is the Zealot needs to find the space in order to get that reload. He's looking for it, walking straight through everything. That rattling in his back is going to be a problem.
Not quite enough immunities to walk through everything here.
He was really hoping to be able to get up to that handmaiden, but that spelled disaster because now they're down 2. All they've got is a wizard and a Grail Knight, and they are still
I don't
stuck
think
at the.
I don't think rushing through was the play here. They still had 3. They needed to clear with 3.
Тебе надо на зелье.
Вот сейчас, в
только если.
принципе, можешь.
Да, тебе надо с
принципе,
пулеметчика
можешь, да.
прыгать. Тролль,
Ну,
давай,
блядь,
жми.
я слился.
Oh, I gotta go check that out. It looks like they're gonna.
Лечи где-то.
Looks like the wizard is gonna take a turn at
He's
trying
going
to
for it.
rush
Там
through for
эмбиенты
respawns
есть.
while the Grail Knight does a few
Там
loops.
есть эмбиенты, так что будь аккуратнее. Тебе надо реально...
I do believe there's a good chance this wizard is gonna get the revive on the Handmaiden, but then the Zealot is going to be even further away potentially.
А чё у тебя щитков?
It is
Or
just up the
not.
hill, not too far away, but I did hear
Well,
the
this is the
whispers of a
Handmaiden.
gutter runner.
Okay, this is the Handmaiden. I don't know where the Zealot is, respawn that, but
Да, откатись. Ой, я не
now
успел
they're all
спать
separated.
ХП.
This wizard's quite a bit of trouble
Oh.
sitting in gas and falling over from it.
It was hard to see, but that looked like
Patrol.
4 or
Он
5
прям на
different
мне,
chaos
он
wards
прям
right in front of the
на мне.
chaos patrol.
Handmaiden speedrunning through Chaos
gonna
Patrol
try.
to go for
Ой,
revive, which
Oh my god. Up and down. That's
Я
going to be the
возвращаюсь
life
назад.
assault spire for a second. Let's see. Jumps and does a giant dash in midair, trying to go all the way back down. Putting some pain in and killing this ratling, which I never noticed a ratling's eyes go red when you kill it. That's kind of cool. Never saw that.
Блядь, идите нахер.
we'll see how that goes on. We got the Grail Knight, who's still holding on all the way back there.
Не сейчас.
Look at that, doing
Just
loop after
fighting
loop
this
after loop.
Minotaur, yeah.
They tried to fall back as far as they possibly could to try to make the wizard
The
get a
Zealot
more
takes
favorable
some
respawn.
pressure off this, the Grail Knight by taking Minotaur's aggro.
Много.
But now they've got a lot on their plate with this Chaos Patrol coming back with everything else. It's just an absurd amount of units for them to kill, and they're still down 1 by the end of this because their wizard is gone now instead of the Handmaiden.
There was 2 specials, Duke. Maybe I was confusing one. My brain's trying to catch up to what I'm seeing.
Не знаю, я не вижу.
And you're right. This is all. This whole event right now has been incredibly risky for them because they're like, well, somebody needs to get to the front door. Someone needs to get to the Handmaiden, go. So Handmaiden popped it, and then the Handmaiden down. And then they're like, well, we gotta get these 2 reses up. So, oh, look at, okay, the scaffolding right there on the side of the church is the safest place I've ever seen. Did you see those duck dodges? Oh, Zealot trying to charge through and walk through, but it looked like the overhead, the weapon actually physically pushed him back. And what? He's just standing there, or? Okay.
Yeah, that's some good old feel nothing abuse right there.
Right there, see? He went from green to red eyes. That's cool. The little details like that I wasn't aware of. He stood there and said, "You're not gonna deal it. You're not gonna kill me. I have the power of Sigma on my side."
I think there's actually like this might cause
he's
some
forcing his
knockback.
ability.
Yeah, he's I think it might be negating some of the knockback to be standing in this X position. I'm not sure. So it lets the units hit him more so that it recharges his ability even more.
What a crazy way to play. Such a sadistic way to play. A masochistic way to play.
I feel nothing Zealot builds are interesting with how weird they play like that. Like intentionally taking damage so often.
It buys him
And
the
while
time to
being at
even
one
get the
health.
reload off. He gets the charge. He needs to turn around, take in some damage. It's almost up. Ooh, that Packmaster would have ruined that. What a crazy way to do it. And if we haven't noticed, all 4 players are up.
Yeah. I think the Handmaiden managed to pull through and get the Wizard up, but Wizard is sitting at 1 HP still. Slowly but surely, this Minotaur is getting chipped. If they manage to put down the Minotaur, this could ease the pressure a bit.
Our Wizard does get
Give them
down.
a chance. The
Handmaiden
Wizard
is
does
gonna
go
pick him up.
down. Gets picked up by the Handmaiden.
Gutter Runner trying to go for a pounce, and there's gas coming in from the other side of the map. Oh, our Wizard
God
dies.
breaks
And
here, makes... But the Handmaiden clutching up with more revives.
it's so close. He has a fully loaded bread box. He just needs the space to use it on this Mino.
See, they're down their Wizard now.
They're gonna wait, I think, because they're gonna wait to do anything big until that wizard at least is respawn. Our Grail Knight goes down because he is being
Real Knight
punished.
gets overwhelmed in there. Minotaur and way too many chaos units.
Ladders will do it. We've got another charge coming in. Handmaiden trying to get out of there.
Илюх, иди туда.
Storm coming in. Even I think that was a gutter slowly showing. I only saw one frame of him.
Yeah, a little too few frames to be able to tell.
Вот некогда. Мне пассивку бы дождаться, скоро откатится.
Lots and what's okay? Lots and lots of armor.
Yeah,
He's
this
taking a
Chaos
break.
Warrior is just
Да, я понял.
Oh, the gutter runner. There he is. Take him out.
Умер.
Again, the wall betraying him and saving that gutter runner. I don't think it died.
now this is precarious. He's got 5 seconds to his ult, very little stamina, and 1 HP, so he can't touch the gas until
Хорошо, пассивку не
his
потерял.
ult comes up. He gets it, managed to escape.
Oh,
Now he's gonna use the immunity to reload.
Да, конечно.
this is so stressful. Gas everywhere. A Mino charging all over. Armor left and right. Heavy overheads coming in. This is that little alleyway he needed to
Just
take care of it. The Mino
desperately
goes
finishing
down.
this
Leap
Minotaur.
attack coming in from the Berserkers.
More
Overhead
immunity
after
used to
overhead.
reload. Doesn't quite get his ult back from this, so he's gonna have to wait some 5
Don't get close
seconds
to that
to get his
ladder.
ult.
Don't get close to that
Oh,
ladder.
Barely
Get out
gets
of there.
it, and immediately
Oh.
takes so much damage that it reloads it again immediately.
Gutter runner going down. The gas rat.
Looks like the
is getting
Handmaiden,
cleaned up.
meanwhile, went and revived everybody again. Just elf things, really. And now
Wow.
they're gonna be able to finish on this Chaos Patrol. That's all that's remained, really. It's a very long but insane recovery from what looked like a desperate situation.
Out of a desperate situation. There was only 2 up, and rezzing somebody, especially this particular life on this zealot, was in the face of this chaos patrol. He had to come all the way back down, find the time to kill the Minotaur that we just saw, and then dance around so much gas, so much overhead, so much pressure. Well done, guys. You're doing so good. Grail Knight holding his own throughout this entire time as well. Let's talk about that. He's been alive this whole time. The Handmaiden, like you said, going out and reviving the team once, twice before. Carillion does get down. Oh no, are we celebrating too soon? Carillion is back up. Our wizard does drop. Grail Knight doing really well on these loops, and our zealot is going to go around the
they're
right
still
side here
just
to try to take care
struggling
of.
to stabilize with just the normal Onslaught Plus hordes coming at them again and again.
Overheads are scary. When it's Maulers or Chaos Warrior, overhead after overhead, it's just, it'll break you. Our wizard is up. Everything is cleared. Well done on this event alone area right here. Well done, guys. We're going to keep switching through. Very exciting to watch, but we're going to go through to Fellowship, who they are doing their reloads. They're taking their time through. Looks like they got some gas in front of them. Team No Sound also with gas in front of them, also at the chapel. They're calling for XN.
Yeah, it's like we've been focusing on the Steam for a while. Like, it's still interesting, really. It's like this is endless for them.
There it is. There's the great sword play with our Saltspire.
Some interesting builds coming through with considering this is tier 3.
I love great sword on Salt. That's actually my favorite weapon for Salt.
Let's go down, maybe.
Yeah, bold choice, but interesting to see.
Armor doesn't stand a chance. Oh, it looks like they actually just entered the temple. They're trying to read the map. They're trying to read the map and start this event, so it'll be fun to watch this. We're going to cycle through just before this happens. Just try to take a look at, see where all of our other teams are at. Team Can't Jump, kind of making their way. Got some leeches in their faces, but
Yeah,
they're
Team
gonna be
Can
all right.
Jump, which is interestingly like this. They're on Convocation as their 4th map, though.
Oh,
Which
okay,
just
so
shows
this is
just
the
how
4th
insane
map.
they're. Yeah, this
Wow.
is their 4th map, not their 2nd. So their pace is insane.
5 minutes in, yeah, doing extremely well. We're gonna go ahead and take a look again. There's no sound because they just read the map. They're going up directly into the center of the temple. out of the sanctuary into the fray, and we'll see what happens as our Ratling comes in first. In the face of the Ratling, taking him out. This door's about to open. Their IB ability is up. He might be just walking straight out and popping a taunt. We'll see.
It looks like they're planning on immediately going out the door and not letting
Assassin coming in. Don't forget to go up the stairs.
the waves pile up like our other team did.
Taking out the storm. There's the assassin. He's been going in and out of this window playing mind games. Can
So
they go up the
they're going
ladder?
to use
They
a
do. They
strategy
make
where
it
the
up.
entire team goes up this ladder and onto this window to try and buy some space because the units are not going to follow them quite as directly.
The coordination needed for your whole team. We're going to see if it is going to follow through. Everyone's about through just as the IB is trying
Yeah,
to
the
clean up
Iron
that fire
Breaker,
rat.
I think, made it through.
They just dropped in. I think they wanted to take care of the
Yeah,
warp fire rat.
they have one down, 2 down. Not looking so good, but it's not over yet. They could still be revived for
I
now.
went up to do a loop. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Oh, 1 dead.
Yeah,
And this
that's
is looking worse and worse as everybody goes down, unfortunately.
1, 2, 3 hits go in and XN drops.
Sometimes it just goes so quickly.
It's the absolute coordination that's needed. They were kind of all together. I think the IB either got stuck up and had to clear the window so he could fall through, but that gave the enemies enough time to pour through the other windows and sandwich the rest of their team. So that's going to be that attempt. I don't know if that's attempt 1 or 2 for them, but
So
good
if we
luck
look
on your
here
next.
at no jumping allowed, the interesting thing I'm witnessing here is like if you look at the health of these players, look at how green it is.
There's like a filter, right? There's like a matrix filter on it.
It's like no, I mean all these players sitting at like green health, which just shows us how little damage they're taking.
IB is 100% health. You've got
Yeah, like no hit, right?
don't get 0 damage taken.
And
Cat of 3 to 1
everybody's
plus.
got a healing draft and some extra supplies.
Press little dwarf.
Like
Ooh,
they're
gosh.
just in such a great position right now. It's like they're walking through legend. It's just casual for them.
Well, you're right. I mean, look, they basically have potion on potion because of the Grail Knight, right? And then you have Ranger Vet. That's not even IB. That's a Ranger Vet not taking damage. Or at
Yeah,
least
I
being
think
full
it's our
health.
first Ranger Vet of tier 3,
Yeah, they just
which seems to be a pick for specifically this map. Because I don't think they had it before.
No, I think this is a specific pick. I think you're right. Yeah, this is a Ranger Vet, not IB. Just the second I see Barden, I'm like, it's almost so safe to be like, oh, yeah, they got a dwarf, it's an IB. Oh, wait a minute. It's funny, you either go from the tankiest you possibly can be, or you'll get killed by a gust of wind. A gust of stinky wind can drop you.
Despite all the buffs, unfortunately didn't see any engineers in this tier, did we?
We saw 1 engineer yesterday, and it wasn't a long run.
No, we saw more than 1 in tier 2, but I think it was 2 or maybe 3. Yeah, none so far in
total,
tier 3,
okay.
unfortunately.
But you're talking about like today in T3? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen a NG yet. I still want to see a Huntsman.
Not seen any of those either.
There goes Barden's aura. Gonna help out the whole team. Also allow him. Ooh, pushed out. They have their backs to the wall. They're stuck back up on the lift. But that spear is gonna help them out. Get some damage in. You did mention all that green. I'm seeing a lot of white now.
It goes quickly.
can go to the sides.
But they still got quite a bit. I mean, they've got the Witcher Captain, who's all in white now, but still like half health of green is very impressive to maintain in this difficulty.
One of the theories here is that Ranger Vet, especially if he can keep that ult going during convocation, like he can fill it himself about 50% of the time.
The Witcher Captain goes back to green as he finds an extra med kit that they don't need to carry.
Shalia and Valaya blessing him with health.
Maybe not. Maybe they just spawn there.
So they've cleared this out. They got a little bit of a horde going on. We're going to keep cycling through. Dillerman right here. It looks like they just started the disruption of the ritual here on
Ignore the
Convocation.
blights of your team and chase it.
Could have watched that.
What team?
They just jumped in. Stay inside the circle. Let's see how long they can do that. They've got an IB. They've got the Witch Hunter Captain. They have the Grail Knight
Hey, look, a personal strength.
and
Yeah,
Sister.
This is interesting to see that pick, right?
Actually, I don't
The Ranger Veteran as a Convocation pick, because Ironbreaker is also quite a good pick for Convocation's event, as you can just taunt everything. Like you can just taunt as the Ironbreaker and then run off the platform so that everything is off the platform and running after you while the rest of your team stays on and just does the progress, right?
It's all going to
And
focus.
I think I agree with that, and I also think that IB is really strong for, like, say it gets pretty crazy and there's 2 or 3 people dead. IB can usually get some pretty simple reses up, but Ranger Vet being able to go in Viz, you don't have to worry about just pull it away.
But we'll see just how well the Ranger Veteran can achieve something similar with invisibility instead.
We'll have to see. We can theory craft all day, but once we see the execution, that's where we can make the call.
I'm gonna heal up just in case.
Okay, getting some healing off. Decided to go for it.
I will stop you.
They got more healing. They got some more speed pots. And like
So
you
far they
said with the
managed to
IB,
stay on and keep up with everything here.
Wasting it.
it's funny. Like you said earlier, they're clearing through at an incredible pace.
plenty
They're
of
already
pockets.
about 60% completed for the disruption here,
I want pockets.
and you don't see a lot of enemies. Yeah, I'm seeing one special, which is the Flame Rat, and that Storm that died. The rest of it is just Slave and Clan.
Throw them at the enemy.
Here comes some Chaos Warriors.
Warrior.
Nerf
Yeah, we have
event,
Grail, it's hard to tell,
Yeah, we have gas warriors coming.
but we'll see what type of weapons they're using. I'm
no.
seeing either
From
a
Raider,
Brett
German
longsword,
Rifle
maybe.
Shoot.
It's very quickly, kind of hard to
No
see.
idea what the point was of
And,
this
dual
event,
wielding.
but I'll take it.
I can't tell if that was an Executioner Blade or a Brett longsword. I'm not sure.
Oh, you mean like official?
Yes,
That was
on
because
official.
of the
Sword and
win
Shield
rate
gang,
was
where
It's
you
like they're
at?
gonna make it through rather easily.
They cleared it.
abysmal.
They cleared. Well, I mean, they also went in. They didn't have to worry about anybody dying. They didn't have to worry
At some
about
point I was
reses.
interested in getting my trophy.
But
Yeah, like
it's
everybody's
getting
got
closer.
holding some green health
95%.
as well.
Yeah, it was
So they
legend
didn't-
with all characters on all maps.
And this goes faster if you keep all 4 people up. Yeah. Like so.
No, the progress is the same speed regardless of how many people on the platform, as long as there's one person there.
Okay. Well, they are able to get that clear, and they're just gonna forget the rest of those rats and just run up for it and go for their victory, claim their victory here in Convocation.
People with that bad, but we have to remember
There's
that
they
believe-
still have
I believe
extra
they're-
pots.
Yeah, I believe that's Convocation their second map here, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so the maps here, guys, it's Righteous Stand, Blood in the Darkness with an interchange of Convocation, Old Haunts, and then Convocation with an interchange of Blood in the Darkness. That's what we're looking
Oh
at here.
no, I switched the 1-1 Spurs Fremont. After all of that,
Oh
we've,
no!
they're on the
Zealot
defeated
is
screen.
up, being able to get our Wizard up. They are down.
Я упаду щас.
Their
Нет,
Handmaiden,
блин,
no, the
ну,
Zealot
ёбаный
does
в
fall,
рот,
so now you've got the
ёбаный в
Grail
рот.
Knight and the Wizard falling. It's just the Grail Knight, and he also dies. 34 minutes committed to the map.
Ещё раз.
What a run from what we
Yeah,
saw
that's-
earlier. And
It's like you'd acquired some stream delay, because like when I switched to it, I was already on the defeat screen, and then you switched to it and got to see their final moments.
Поймали?
you can see the future. We're going to take a look here at Fellowship. They're also, where are they at right now? This is Old Haunts. And this is just before entering in
Y'a un gaz là.
the castle itself.
Yes, and this the end of the Summoner's Peak recreation.
Yes.
Il y a un gaz derrière, par contre. Et un-
What a map,
Il y a encore
Summoners.
l'huile.
What a map.
Ça.
No sound. It looks like they are at the beginning of Old Haunts. It looks like they are, yeah, just started the map not too long ago. They're about 6 minutes in, but fairly early stages of that map. Chinchillin, we are with our backs to the corner here because they just started the captives rescue here in Darkness.
No, I have studs. Look at my health.
Chaos Warriors pouring in, some more armor pouring in. This is an Executioner's Blade being swung. The Holy Blade being pulled out too.
Excuse me. We used our bomb.
I need to drink some water. I am interested in seeing this because are there any triggers tied to the captives, or is this just
No,
objective?
this is effectively just regular spawns.
No, it can't be. It's impossible.
But you have that Stormer as far away as possible, getting the Storm off, and I think they even killed him. That is just incredible, the distance and accuracy that players can get to. That's not even the farthest shot I've made.
What?
Oh, Gutter Runner. So close to making that connection, but he does drop to the Ranger Vet, pounding his skull in. And they've already done 4 of 9, just about half. Well, I guess you can't really do half of 9.
Whoa! Whoa! Just do that too?
Gutter Runner being dropped. Looks like they're having some fun. You can hear them laughing about it. I love that because we talk about how much pressure and how much like mental stress that you go through, physical stress that you go through while playing this, but you can hear them having fun. So that's just, it's so nice to hear that. But we're doing extremely well on temp health. We've even got some extra healing out there, 2 draughts of healing, a strength pot here on our Grail Knight. And they're making their way through. 5 out of 9 captives. A little bit of breathing room in this particular area just because the way the enemies have to respond to where you are physically. And you can see right there, they cleaned up a lot of that horde. Back to 6, only a couple more rescues to be done. 2 more left. Always a monk in this little pack.
I'm seeing here, jumping a lot already on the multi-bosses of the drop-down of Convocation of Decay. Finding
One more
bosses.
rescue. We'll take a look at that as soon as I see this last rescue. They're so close to it. They've done so well with this little event.
Dragon bat.
And as soon as they get that rescue, the door will open and they will head through. There's that 9. Door's ready. All right. You said that was, we can't jump. Rat Ogre almost dead. Couple of Chaos Warriors in your face here. Very lucky on distance. Hook Rat being down. It looks like they got to deal with a Troll. There's the Blight Stormer as well, who is killed just before that storm is completed. Ogre dropped. It says right there, 3 minutes. They've been here for a little while.
Yeah, that triple boss can be rather aggressive to deal with, considering there's still hordes in your face as well on top of it.
They're only 18 minutes in, so if it was 3 minutes that they kill that Ogre, they've only spent 20% of the time played on this map in this area alone. That kind of shows the speed in which they are playing.
Yeah, their pace is incredible.
Troll trying to get some damage in. There was a little bit of a pickup here, a revive out for our Ranger veteran, but I think they're stuck in a storm, so he's going to sit there for a second. Does get revived, picked up by the storm. That's going to be a lot of damage on this Ranger vet. He will survive it. We do have so much aggression in the face of our sister here. You do hear that Gutter Runner. He's trying to go for a leap.
Not me.
He does connect on the Grail Knight, but is saved. Troll, vomit.
No, never mind. Next, last one here. That's the last one.
Not connecting, but that axe swing, brilliant block and dodge getting out of here. There's only just one little Chaos Warrior with a shield left here in front of our sister.
I'm going to go.
You can see the Ranger Vet's health is going up pretty quickly. He is on gray health, so he's pretty close to dying, but he's got a lot of temp health to begin with. Along with everybody else, they're just going to slowly
Looks like they've cleared out everything now. They're just going to execute this troll. There's nothing that can stop this anymore.
Couple of gas orbs being lobbed in, but that's not too big of a deal. Like you said, easy cleanup on that troll. Couple of specials, a disable, and they can move their way forward.
When it doesn't auto kill them. How much health
Dilliman kind of just starting here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm kind of getting some proper representation. There's only 6 teams today, as it was 14 yesterday, so a little easier to see. We got the gate door open here for Fellowship.
Allez, go.
Yeah, they're at the descent event now, which should be interesting to see.
There's our first gargoyle head placed in. The event is going to start very soon here. They've got 3 heads to pull in. We know that the pain that comes in this event, like we saw yesterday, lots of armor makes it tough, tight corridors, monks left and right. You are going to have a lot of disablers coming in and gas in these areas too. Pressure, pressure. Let's see how this team takes on this event.
Allez, bien joué, bien joué. C'est bon, on peut avancer. Bravo.
Faut qu'on entre. On entre. Bien joué. Il en
Ils ont-
reste peut-être un.
Il y a un Hookrat quelque part là.
On peut reculer.
They're running this Foot Knight with Sister, Bounty Hunter, and a Iron Maker.
C'est bon,
The Bounty Hunter and Foot Knight are
bien joué.
the great winners of this rebalance mod.
Et après on rush à gauche, on balance le truc là. Attends. Hookrat derrière.
Hook rat, good calls. Ooh, 2 doorways, 2 flame rats. Ooh, that's tough. But they are able to kill him, push him through. That gas is kind of making you have to reposition. They've already got 50% of the heads out. The charge does connect, but a little strange. Not a lot of knockback right there. The gas in the doorway does force him to take some damage. There is time enough for this bounty hunter to get back on colored health.
Tire Mance.
Taking, the leech got away. 1 tap away and he'll be dead.
They're moving. They got 2 heads in, and the last 2 are coming in right here. They'll be almost done already.
Yeah,
And that's it.
75%.
They got all 4 heads in.
Nice charge. There's the 4th.
Non, bien joué, merci.
Saving him at the last moment there, knocking down that Packmaster. There was actually 2 right there that they were able to take care of. And now they're waiting for that trap door to open up, and it's going to be that race to the finish. But gas after gas. Is this a safe place to be? Is this where they want to be? There's a charge to knock them back. The armor stopping the charge of our Foot Knight. Maybe they did it themselves. It's looking like they're stopping it themselves. But there's the pickup of the Gutter Runner picking up our
with the rebalance
IB.
mod, the wide charge is baseline, right? So they're able to go through armor and things.
Okay.
Ouais, vas-y. T'es où?
So that was
Regardless.
manual stopping.
Yes.
Attends, j'essaie de tuer la racine.
Thank you
et on y
for
va.
that.
Ouais, bon, on y va.
Couple of shots here, and they
Allez,
can
vite.
drop
40
down.
minutes,
This is
ouais.
where it's going to be
Et
nuts.
je prends la conque,
Some
les gars, je
people
vais la
have
voir,
trouble making a couple of
quand ça
those
sera
jumps.
vraiment
It
la merde,
looks
on
like
pourra
at
rush.
least 2 of them have made it very well. We could clean up our first entry. Monks go up the stairs as quick as possible. Our IB's ability is up, so if he needs to, he could jump off that ledge, do a taunt, and pull a lot with him if he needs to.
Allez, on
But it
avance,
looks like
on
they're
continue
sticking
d'avancer.
together and just putting damage where damage needs to
Je
be.
vois
Bunch
ma
of
conque.
storms kind of stopping them. We're going to pop that conch pump with the charge, and here it begins. 1 knockback, looking for that fire rat, taking care of our leech. Our elf does go down. Saltspire is able to pick him back up. Fire coming in. Here comes in another charge. Lots of rats to knock back. Tons of damage being put out. And 1 fire rat after another, making sure that they can't progress as fast as they want. Our bounty hunter now goes down. There is still some healing here on our Foot Knight in the gas, getting some heals off. Right in the face of that fire rat, passing off the heal. Salt's back up, and our sister is so low.
Non,
You got
fais
the
gaffe,
Iron
ça,
Breaker
s'il
in
te plaît,
front
par
here,
contre.
just
On va pas mourir comme une merde.
making it through, right? Like you only have 1 person that needs to make it through. The sister goes down, but
Non, mais il y en a toujours un.
it won't matter since we've got 3 here that are gonna make it to the bubble.
Ooh, just over the head. Sometimes it's okay if you're the kind of that far back, right? And the leech picks you up and you can, pull the enemies for that 2-3 seconds. Why not? That there is going to be the sacrifice of the elf for the victory here for Team Fellowship.
Confrérie de l'Hexagone
On est en train de regarder ton live.
with a
c'est
3rd
vraiment
map
stylé.
victory.
Well done. Well done. Let's look at stats. 136,000 damage. Am I reading that
Il faut
right?
bien revenir au fort, les mecs. Hein.
2,145
Yeah, that's-
kills.
Yeah, this bounty hunter is just
Is that-
insane damage.
Is that the most kills in any map we've seen? Like during the event, this tournament?
It might be, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so much. Here we are, we're going to see here Team No Sound. They have to deal with a Chaos Warrior. They have one dead, Incan dead, but they do have a Bounty Hunter, an IB. They do have the Sister up. They have to deal with this Chaos spawn that is just outside the chapel. And now they have the pressure of another Hook Rat that could disrupt it. Nope, IB isn't going to let that happen. Our bounty is very low. Can't get knocked down. It's on death's door. That's what that little red skull means. Bounty. I think we've seen bounty maybe 90% of the time. Very nice. Getting some damage in. Getting away from that gas. They have to be extra careful. We weren't able to see what the strat was that they decided to go with this time. Last time they tried to do the team coordinated big platform loops.
Doesn't like whatever they did here has worked better for them already, since they've got the wall open and most of it seems cleared out. Just got to finish this chaos spawn here.
Couple of storms coming in. Yeah, I agree with you. Whatever they did has paid off because they're farther than where they were last time. I hope that they're able to maintain. They're going to take care of this. Rattling, another storm coming in. Beautiful shot. And the spawn is almost dead. There is one leech whispering, lingering in the darkness, trying to get that hit. Kill the spawn! It drops. And it looks like they're going to be able to progress forward. There's that leech and the gas rat right next to each other, but they'll take care of them. And that res just up the hill. So keep going, guys. Let's see what we got here. Chinchillin, where we at? I don't know if that's a victory. It kind of looks like it with the number of kills that are out there.
That's so lame.
Maybe. It looks like it was 29 minutes into whatever that run was.
Nice job, boys.
And I just heard a nice job, so I think that was a victory for them. We can't jump. They're getting so close to convocation. That Ranger vet is really low, but he does have the health. He does get disabled by this Packmaster. Lots of healing in this particular area, so he should be able to top up. He has a lot in his arsenal, in his inventory there.
Almost stopping.
They won? Okay, great. Thank you,
This
Captain.
sister just zooming with the radiant evidence.
And they're going to start. We will come back to this very quickly. I do want to take a look at the rest of the teams here. This chapel event has been quite a hurdle, a pain for many teams, because we're at the Bile Troll here for Dillerman. Let's see them take care of this troll. Dwans, this Zealot play is pretty nuts. The amount of Zealot play that we've seen. But it looks like Dwans just passed the chapel area, so they're making their way up close to where Team No Sound is as well. Dillerman's squad has already phased the troll once. Looking pretty good. They just have to deal with a lot of storms. But we can't jump. Looks like they are about to enter the circle here, waiting for a couple of the Chaos Warriors, clear out the enemies, and begin their event.
No, they've begun it. They've got the Ranger veteran on top, and they're deciding to have everybody else down. So the Ranger veteran is gonna solo on top with invisibility and a conk potion, it seems like.
What the fuck? Oh, he's invis.
While the rest of this team is just gonna clear down here.
Yeah, it looks like he... Oh no, he's still up there. Okay, it's hard
The
to
Ranger
see
veteran just used the conk potion, is probably gonna use invisibility in the moment he's about to. There it is. Conk potion. Like this is a full conk potion and not a triple potion from him, so he's gonna get... He's invisible right now, and he's got another one queued up, ready to go.
The Grail Knight also has a conk pot, so if he's able to jump and pass it, there it is.
Yeah,
in the
that's it. You
inventory.
gassed him. It's a second conk pot. That's what they're gonna go with. They're just gonna go with a full invisibility strategy for the circle itself.
It's a great strat idea.
While the
because...
others free, use this nice open terrain to easily clear out these spawns, which are like these are not very difficult spawn rates to go through when it comes with good terrain, right? The difficulty of this event comes from the fact that you're supposed to do it on the circle, which is really bad terrain to fight on.
And that the enemies can, yeah, like you said, that circle, every enemy can come from 360 degrees. So it's, what am I going to do here? The vet
he's got his ult ready right now, and
I think
isn't even needing to use it yet. It's probably going to use it. There you go. He goes. He's using it now. Probably gonna drink the Conk pot to secure everything.
I'm drinking him.
Down it goes.
And he was just fed or picked up a speed. And he was able to
He's
drop
got another
a bomb
invis
and
queued
then
up.
another
And
bomb.
there's just nothing on the field. Like there's no way this could even go wrong with this team at this point. I feel like.
I saw it earlier. Chat had said that. I wish I could scroll up and see real quick, but Chat had even made that theory out there that this Ranger vet is going to basically lift this event himself, and that looks like what we're seeing here. That is what we're seeing here.
So they're just overpowering these few Chaos Warriors with absolute overkill. And there goes this event.
It's almost done. There's that blast.
And that's going to be a victory for this team. And this is their 4th map, so they are done already with 50 minutes to spare.
Look at that. There. Oh, I love that image. This is my favorite room scene of Vermintide, is seeing that blue in this tunnel. I don't know why. It just is. But that is going to be another victory here for Team We Can't Jump on Convocation of Decay. Well done, team.
Yikes on blood.
That was so yikes on blood.
Dillerman, we are going to be here at the chapel trying to make our way out. Rattling not really letting him push through on his own. They have one down. Looks like it's a Witch Hunter Captain. We have our Grail Knight, our Handmaiden, and our IB alive. Dwans.
It looks like they're in a decent spot, because even though they have one down and one dead and one wounded, they have a pretty clear place to this their respawn here. We're getting some beastmen, maybe some of the first for this tournament, besides the Minotaur bosses we've seen here and there.
Yeah, this is the first beastmen that we've seen.
I am stuck. Never mind.
We've got some Beastigors coming in with the Storm Vermins. We've got monks screaming out for blood.
Never mind, I'm dead.
The rest of the horde following right behind. They don't have a bomb, which could be useful, especially with the elevation they have, but they're doing great
Oh my
at
god.
DPSing here.
Can't really do much more to help you there. You went
Yeah,
360s around it.
we had to apply onion strategy to you.
Yeah, I was getting peeled. Oh my god. I was
One
getting peeled off
picked
by,
up, but it's okay
peeled off
because
by,
that team was able to save their IB. Some healing does need to pass out. Need to be passed out to this Grail Knight. Grail Knight is on death's door, but so is our Handmaiden with just a second of that Gutter Runner on top.
Oh, you don't have.
Did not quite get this revive here, and this could go wrong quickly if they don't get this under control.
Packmasters, their fire just being shot out. And our Grail Knight, again, very low.
Yeah, like this few disablers around and 3 people down, and there goes that. That's just unfortunate.
Holy shit, man.
It went quick. It went quick. It didn't look like it was too bad of a situation, but one drop after another. Beastman ambience. Was it the Beastmen? They definitely caused the
I
problem.
don't feel like that was just the Beastman right there. I feel like it was more uncontrolled
Je viens ta
specials.
combo, Absa, au cas où. Merci beaucoup.
Packmaster and Gutter Runners and a Fire Rat.
Laissez-moi faire un peu de temps.
Against hooks is pretty good.
Just kind of cycling through here, just seeing where everybody is as we enter the final hour. I guess we got like 50 minutes left of this event, so people are starting to feel the pressure of, oh no, there's only an hour left. You know, it gets in your head. You're like, oh, now you're racing against time. Like, oh, what if
We've
what
got
if they haven't done
an
their
interesting situation
attempts?
here as one Dwans per Tremont are getting backed up a corner by a Blightstorm. The whole team, one of them having to sacrifice themselves just to let the rest of their team not have to face the storm. So does the
No?
Zealot, but the Zealot does have the help to survive it, I think.
Oh, frames, be with us. Okay. I thought it was gonna fling them right off the edge. I was so scared from it.
No,
It did eat up
Blightstorm-
and kill.
Blightstorms are coded not to toss you off ledges. They will
Someone
never
needs to
do
break
so.
that. But our wizard did die to that.
Yeah, it was a
Berserker's coming
sacrifice
in.
for the team.
Snuffed out her flame so that the others might live. Rekindle the flame.
Пускай.
Just trying to get another storm off. I think they
Some more
decided to-
Beastmen here.
Oh, it's just a couple of them. It's not too bad. It's not 4 or 5 Beastigore that we saw earlier. It was just the one, a couple just above them. I think our Grail Knight's
Grandmaiden
kind
here
of
picked up
lacking
a
behind.
healing draft, which the Grail Knight could use at some point.
This is interesting. They are just not dealing with them. I think they're just trying to
And
get
they're rushing.
the
Yeah,
elevation.
they're rushing this revive here.
Okay.
They found a med kit, which the Grail Knight also could use.
Там босс может быть.
He's got the lady's blessing. He doesn't need anybody's health. Take care of that leech. It did not kill it. And now I've got gas coming in as well. Beastigore kind of blocking a little bit, but they'll take care of him. They want to get up and around.
Меня зажали.
Body block, that crouch dodge. That is some next level thinking for your problems. That's some next level problem solving for getting stuck. I got to crouch and dodge.
Hey, if it works.
It's just one of those things that it's so much practice. I think that's what that is. That's a testament to practice, because I've seen some people even do crouch dodges on horizontal swings from maulers. And I mean, I've got 2,000 hours played, and I don't have the discipline to practice that. That's next level thinking, honestly.
It's really interesting to see Zealot just make use of
Там еще один лучник жив.
this feel nothing talent, just knowing when to let it ride at 1 HP and when to actually go for normal health.
I think it's just, I feel like there's a lot of IB play in there, and you're like, I can just eat this damage and keep doing it. You know, like you saw what he did with the Mino, right? That was well over. Oh, first banner planted.
Yeah, banner.
They're really struggling with that banner. But they are going to take care of that gutter and keep pushing forward. It seems like they're racing against themselves. There's a lot of enemies who are alive. They are killing a lot, but it seems like...
Yeah, I mean, this is something that happens when Onslaught. Like, if you can't keep up with the spawns, you still gotta progress, because it's not gonna stop. They're managing to stabilize a bit here. Like, everybody's out of wounded status.
It's one of those, the Beastman here is very, very, I love the flavor. Like, I feel like you can see the team is reacting differently, because, I mean, if this was Skaven, right, you're not too really worried about it. Well, I don't know if that's just the mental game, but you're like, ah, Skaven, okay, cool, maybe it's a storm. But then you're like, wait a minute, Beastigore, right? It's how thick they are. It's what they cause you to do, I think, is one of the things with Beastmen. Their skill set, their attack set, it's all different. And so you're playing, oh no, getting pounced, but he's still up.
They're getting surrounded a bit here. This is a precarious situation here with this bridge. Thankfully, they can't really get knocked off of it, but
you can get sandwiched in it, and it almost happened just now. We've got Special slowly come in. There's a storm coming from the other side of the bridge to the right.
As well, just belting them from the end of this bridge.
Archers. Oh, free damage. Free damage. Is there anything more aggravating?
having a shootout here.
Oh, it ain't the OK Corral. He's got a volley crossbow. We got sticks with feathers. But they are going to push their way through, deal with this regiment of archers. Beastigore coming in with a very mean charge, but the guard was there. There is a banner planted too.
Banner action.
Slowly pushing, taking their advance, one step at a time, and they will be dropping these beastmen. I'm pretty sure once they see this Skaven, this is a welcome change of the enemy. Couple of beastmen dropping in from the top right there. Couple of beastigores as well. They're trying to. I think I heard them all saying, "No, keep going, keep falling down." You can use that fall down animation to your advantage one way or another.
Скоро тут триггер может быть. Вот здесь надо как-то задефать.
Хуй ты тут задефаешь.
Я сломаю. Да почему ты сломал?
And now they're gathering up. This is going to get to a point where it's a critical mass of storm vermin and beastmen. They have to stop for just a second and just whittle it down just a little bit. Beautiful stab to the face right there. And we've got our pack master coming in. It looks like there's two pack masters. They took care of one. One snatches the wizard, but they are able to get killed just before she takes any damage. You can hear that leech whispering. He's waiting for it. There he is. He spawned in, missed his shot, and he's able to teleport away. I think he's still alive. I don't think they got that kill on him. There he is on the bottom left. And
just
the
here,
handmaiden getting the kill.
We've got Team No Sound at the last man standing situation with a huntsman. You wanted one. You've got one.
Yes, with the spear and shield. Oh, I
Yep,
love
the
it.
spear and shield. But is it gonna last? 'Cause
Come
there's
on,
an assassin
Hudson.
that's out
I'm
for his
rooting
head.
for you. Come on, get that bow out.
Assassin's gone. but
Nice.
He's got 4 health.
We got to.
Ugh.
Oh no!
The spawn.
No!
What was that leggy grab?
Inkin, was that Inkin? That was Inkin. That's why. The spawn had an extra 600 ping to get the grab.
That's 300 ping experience right there. Unfortunate for
And we
him.
got to see it. It happened. I saw the bow pulled. I saw the arrow fly. I saw Gutter Runner die. All right. We saw a huntsman.
We also had a grave handmaiden here.
We did it.
Oh.
Just going all in with those meme builds.
Ouais, sur le côté, bien joué.
So I'm kind of
Dans 5 secondes.
cycling
Oh,
through. We're going to be here on
putain.
Fellowship of the Rat. They are getting just swarmed and bombarded.
On peut le tuer le gaz là.
Lots of gas, lots of armor, having to
Ouais,
use their
ça se
healing,
voulait
lots of charges going out. Their IB does
venir.
drop. The charge comes out. Is it going to be enough for him to get close enough to save their IB? The charge is up. He's got to get the position
No, mais
just
gotta-
right.
Bit of a precarious situation here. They've got a lot of Chaos Warriors. It's like basically a
C'est bon,
patrol.
je
I don't know if
suis
it's one.
I think
But that's
it,
a lot of warriors.
think
T'as
it
moyen
was a
de la tuer,
patrol.
c'est
They
pas
do
trop-
get the
Oh,
IB
bien
up.
joué.
He does get the
Nice.
taunt off.
Oh,
They
ça
are
sort.
going to get some damage out.
Ah, le
Couple of
bâtard,
cheap
j'ai
shots in
pleuré.
the back by a couple of these maulers into our Foot Knight's back. His charge is back up. One of the good things about charging the Chaos Knights is it knocks them to the ground. Buys you 3, 4, 5 seconds for them to get back up.
Siren Breaker getting value out of that.
The Troll Hammer definitely getting 2,
Troll
3
Hammer, yeah.
shots out. Or kills out, I should say. He needs the time to reload. Maulers causing some trouble, but they're going to deal with it.
On monte les gars, je vais voir s'il y a du heal.
But you do
Managed
have
to
2
keep everybody
people on
alive
death's
so
door,
far.
no healing. They are
No
coming up to a
healing,
drop
you
down.
wounded, everybody's alive.
That is the plus. I think there's healing just before this drop down. Look at the maulers. 3, 4, 5, 6. Suddenly there's 7 of them right in front of you, charging to get them out,
Ouais, ouais, j'avance.
shooting out that gutter, or I'm
Avec
sorry,
que
the
des
rattling
mines, y a même
down.
pas de heal, les bons.
There is ammo too for our dwarf right there, a stash of ammo if they're going to prioritize it for him.
Nope, because he's dead.
No, the gutter runner does kill their IB. So a couple of shots out, picking up the ammo possibly. Gutter runner going for a second pounce, but stopped, and it was directly on our bounty, who he could have died if that was a little bit too long.
Fais gaffe, par contre, tape ça s'il te plaît au Friendly Fire.
Nice shot, but I don't think that leech died just yet. He took 2 shots to the face, one from the moonbow, one from the handgun. There, now he dies.
Je vais l'ult. C'est bon, il a respawn. Ah, mais t'as respawn loin là.
Après, on a déjà fait la patrouille, on n'aura pas de trigger.
Bravo.
Whittling it down. I think that was the last Chaos Warriors that they had to kill. A very, very fortunate respawn. Sort of. It's not too far out, but you do have a ways to go around on the map to get to it. Saving our bounty at the cost of their own life. Bounty has 0 HP. 1 HP. A hiccup could kill him.
Ouais, si, si,
Precarious
moi, j'y vais, je le chope, hein.
situations.
They really want to go for this res. The charge is up. They are going to have to use it. Doing everything they can to get over there to pick up their IV off the ground, back on his feet, into the fray. He's got a taunt up. He can run out over there, pop the taunt, and really pick up a lot. There goes the taunt. The leech does spawn in. A weird shot. And a charge.
Seeing so many charges from this Foot Knight.
Every single time has been so useful. It feels like there's 3 leeches. At least 2.
Well, there's one less now.
Chaos Warrior trying to get that strong overhead. Not going to connect on anything, but ooh, to the face. One on the far right side of the sewer here gets dropped. We're going to have to use this drop down animation to our advantage. Charging him in, knock him down. And you can hear the clamor of armor approach. There's another charge up, knock him down. Oh, Bounty Hunter.
No, the Bounty Hunter falls.
Stayed alive for a very long time, but something connected.
Knowing this team, if you remember, this was the Bounty Hunter that had like 2,000 kills. Like, this is their main source of DPS by far.
Big cornerstone to lose.
So without that, they now have to some limited DPS capabilities, but thankfully they don't have too much on them right now, so they should be fine with the 3 of them.
There's another respawn.
And they wait out here to get the other close by respawn. Literally right there.
Unless
get
that
right back.
Tactical.
It might have been, yeah.
Because how far back they fell. I think that was a tactical death. Because that was a 1 HP bounty with a skull. Like, he was going to die.
It saves them a healing item to have to get him out of a wounded status.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're going to rotate before they get to their drop down. It's a big event to get to. I do want to see it. We do see Team No Sound here in Blood in the Darkness. I
think we're seeing some pyro action.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. So this is the start of the map, if I believe. Yeah. This is the start of the map. Not too far in. Getting our... It was Shade, too. That's our first Shade, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're having some fun. This is cool. We saw a Huntsman earlier from this team. Now we see our Shade and our Pyro. Oh, this is good. Come on, where's my IB with a pickaxe?
So yeah, with the rebalance mod, the Pyro Skull, I believe, is buffed. Hasn't been enough for us to see many Pyros around, but we're seeing one now.
Using a pretty new staff here for our wizard.
Yeah, Coruscation, which has received a nerf, but has been chosen anyway.
I think. You think they're trying to use it the same way they use the brambles here by the Sister of Thorn, like to try to control the enemies where they are?
It's quite harder to do with nerf because the duration of the flames has been reduced from 10 to 3 seconds, which is massive. A massive difference.
I haven't gotten. Is it a cooldown, or is it more crits? Whoa.
Ooh. Getting sandwiched a little bit here. This is gonna okay. Shade going invis for just a sec. Big hit to take out a bunch of bad guys right in front of them. And that's a 2-handed mace on our Foot Knight. Yeah, it is. It's a Warhammer on our Foot Knight. Shout out to oh, I saw Foot Knight cosplay today. That was just amazing.
If there's ever like a wave of unarmored, just like kill a special.
By Kenzal. Kenzal had an amazing Foot Knight cosplay on Twitter.
It's disgusting.
So I'm glad to see both the Foot Knight with his main weapon of choice.
We've got 2 interesting events here. We've got one once per 3 months at the end event of Old Hunts, and we've got La Confrérie de l'Hexagone at the multi-bosses of Convocation of Decay.
Okay, so I'm going to take a look here at One-to-Ones. They are here. It says explore the crypt, so they haven't even started the event. They have only entered just now. And you said, who was the other one?
La Confrérie de l'Hexagone.
You can keep flexing on me, huh?
Bah, je peux y aller, hein.
Beautiful shot here by our IB, taking out a bunch of armor. They've got a Mino and they've got an Ogre, and they do need to get the revive off here.
Non, non, mais c'est pour ça que je dis ça.
Il y en a 500, il y en a 500.
Well, yeah, their Iron Breaker and their sister goes down, and that leaves this Foot Knight. That's last standing. This is not
gonna
looking
be tough.
good.
He does have the charge. Gonna try
Yeah, there is
using
a respawn here that's before the
Allez.
before the stairs, right?
Dites-moi où est l'assassin sur
So you
s'il vous
could
plaît.
go for that, but he's probably
Ah, merci, mec. T'inquiète.
actually wants to wait until the other two respawn at the same location if he can pull that off. It's a lot of time to be alive against 3 bosses in such a large horde.
with
And
dual
so many
wielding.
specials.
If there was a shield in play here, it'd be a little more comfortable. But now you're gonna have to rely on maybe some sort of headbutt or a hit from the Ogre.
His teammates have
launch it.
respawned, but now he has to get to them. There's a conch pot there.
Okay.
This could do something.
Je vais le garder en vie, lui.
And a storm might take some of the pressure off of him too. They only has to worry about 2 of the bosses.
Health
There's that
getting chipped.
headbutt.
Yeah, his health is getting chipped here. We're probably going to see a charge into conch pot drink, into more charges.
Try to line
But
themselves up.
he has to do something because he's running out of health.
And space. There you go.
Je sais pas
Now's
où
the
il est,
time.
l'assassin, là. Vous pouvez me dire où il est?
Charge.
Time
conch
to
pot.
shine, Kruber.
More charge. Ooh.
Oh, fils de pute,
He's got a medkit
putain.
though.
Charge
No!
shield. Oh no!
Killed mid charge.
Mais pardon. Oh, vas-y, ça casse les couilles. je
You
t'en
could
prie.
hear that.
With the medkit.
Oh, that would have been so good.
He could have used the medkit while charging repeatedly. It could have been so good.
He got punched in the back. Classic Vermintide. You think you're gonna do something? I don't think so. So Dillerman here, they are making their way to the Summoner's Peak area. I think, yeah, the recreation of Summoner's Peak.
Well, we've got one done for 3 months that are still in the middle of this event at Old Hunts.
Yeah,
they're
50%
moving
done.
heads.
I think I third the. Yeah, there's the 3rd head. Did they have the 4th out here too, or they
I
gotta go
think,
grab
I think they put both those last in ones. So they're done. They're gonna have their escape section now.
There we go. That's all 4. They're gonna have to wait for just a second here. I think I heard the trap door, and there they go. They are off like a shot. They got to make their jump. Some people making the jump, others choosing not to. Got to come back, missing the jump. Oh man, that's gonna buy enough time for monks, pack masters to come in. They are killed, but they're kind of gathering up. They're actually
Там лишь где-то.
all
It's like
the other
those,
teams that
I
we've
feel like
seen.
they're like sending in their handmaiden
Целюха победила.
while they're
Yeah.
defending there.
Interesting,
One person
'cause
died though, so
now it's
basically
gonna turn
all
into-
banking on this handmaiden making it. Lozetta's also like going for it. His passive procced,
На, минус пассивка просто.
and now he's gonna do some.
He's gonna try to farm up his ability, but it
What?
doesn't look like they're getting.
What was that? That didn't work out. Oh, I think the handmaiden is in, and they're just
Oh, okay.
suiciding.
Did the handmaiden have
the
a
only one has to make it. The handmaiden dash for the victory. That's it.
elf things, as you said earlier? That's a victory for old
Elf
Hunts.
things, indeed.
That's one.
Whatever they gotta do, like they're not wasting any time, just having more people make it when they're on the clock here.
Yeah, less than 30 minutes. 27 minutes remain in this tournament, so it's about getting
Yeah,
it
and they've
done
got-
and getting through the maps.
Yeah, they've got one more map to go through here, so
Fellowship here is at the start of convocation. Team No Sound getting a revive off. They are making their way into Old Haunts. This isn't Old Haunts. This is Blend the Darkness. And they are at the Whaler's Cells. Legend has it, if you stand still, you can hear the screams of Fat Shark devs as soundtracks in this map. On good authority. On good authority, the screams you hear are dev screams. Let's see. Good charge, knocking it back. That boom barrel not being put. Oh, it is being put to action. Let me see it fly. Okay, we're gonna blow up our shade. Gutter runner being killed. Second gutter runner trying to come in, also getting the blade to the face.
it's interesting seeing those. I mean, we've got a Foot Knight and an an Iron Breaker, which is standard enough, but yeah, this Shade and Pyromancer.
They're definitely
Interesting
having some fun with
choices.
it. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. I'd be doubly excited to really. Oh man, what an overhead!
Pyromancer takes a bit of an overhead.
I'm surprised it didn't connect with anybody else.
Maybe he blocked it.
It's possible. It could be a block. It could be a Gromril. But looking good otherwise. I mean, we've got 3 people on death's door.
Well, 3 wounded, yeah. It could be better, but it could be worse.
They could be dead. Nice charge, knocking them back. This is one of the things about the cells here is how tight the corridors are. Narrow hallways, getting a couple of wall hack attacks in. The flame from our fire rat.
It's okay. I haven't played Pyro in like. Oh, patrol.
Any healing? No. Oh, patrol. Nope.
That'll be stay here, please.
Yeah, they're gonna have to sit still and just wait for a second. Ooh. Careful with some AoE damage and some flinging fireballs.
Takes so very little to aggro this and give them a very, very bad time.
You can hear them just screaming. We're gonna go ahead and just do a quick little rotation of streams what we got going on here. Chillin' is making their way up to the Summoner's Peak location as well. We Can't Jump looks like they are finished. Dillerman also at the Summoner's Peak area, and Wondwan's looking like the beginning as well of Blood in the Darkness.
Yeah, Dillerman Flight Squad and fighting some Beastmen again in this location.
Beastmen, it's like they heard. They're like, wait a minute, today is the tournament? Time to mess up everyone's game. Because we've only seen a handful of Beastmen.
You've got 3 alive with an Iron Breaker down.
And Saltspire is incredibly low. He needs to find that space that he can pop. Oh, he does. He does find the space to pop his healing. Storm getting pretty close, but not going to suck him in.
There we go. But
Just past the split bridge, they're going to be able to pick up their IB. And
So we
all
see
4 on the floor.
the choice of taking a longbow with this Handmaiden instead of the moonbow with the nerfs.
It is interesting.
He
What would you think your thought process is on that? Just nerf influenced alone?
Well, the thing is, we've seen the moonbow taken still on the Sister of the Thorn. The thing with Sister of the Thorn is she has her talent that makes it so she doesn't consume resources once every 8 seconds, right? And that applies to the moonbow energy, which gives you a free full shot. And since the moonbow's been nerfed to take double energy from every shot, this town becomes quite essential in giving you enough ammo, so to say, with the moonbow. But the Handmaiden doesn't have that, so...
Well, whatever the case may be, it is working out for them. They have made some pretty good progress here.
Okay.
Oh, taking the moment to block that overhead. Okay, let's go back to No Sound just for a sec to see how they're doing. They are dealing with a Rat Ogre. This is a gate event that they're dealing with. And it is interesting to see people defend there, where they're on the far right gate. Ooh, that Monk getting a cheap shot in. This is 3 people on death's door still. You got your IB, who's only got half of his ability up. Our Shades, oh, just as their ability comes up, they do die. Pyromancer firing off as much as they can. Ogre even helping out,
The
killing
gate is
gas
open,
rat.
and if you remember the other team we've watched do this event, like, you have to leg it, and... They would want to ledge this boss, I think, which is very much the only choice they would have with 2 alive at this point. But I think we're going to see them do a few loops. We're just probably going to see them punish with even more spawns because they're not escaping yet. And I don't see any way this is going to go well for this team.
Oh, man.
The poke! Leaving this Iron Breaker as last standing.
I was looking for like the silver lining to say, but that window, the rat just climbed in and did a gut punch, a kidney punch. Our IB is the only one alive. We don't got a good perspective of it right now. Maybe there we go. IB no shield, so that Ratling is gonna chip away at his health.
In a lot of trouble. And down he goes.
Sad IB. Sad IB. They're gonna retry. 20 minutes into, or 20 minutes remain. We got to take a look here at Dwan's. Dwan's at a footbridge here, trying to deal with a fire rat and a Ratling. Looks like that was the case. They have to deal now with just so much armor coming in, whether it's just Chaos Warriors, big blast coming out from our IB. Chaos Warrior after Chaos Warrior. It doesn't look too much like they are... Doesn't look too much like they're pressured by time. I see very controlled strikes, very controlled prioritization of enemies, where a lot of people kind of just kill whatever's in front of them. It kind of seems like, at least from this perspective here with the Zealot, it's like who's the bigger threat, and they're taking the time to take care of that.
It's been interesting to see that none of these teams were too overpowered by this difficulty, right? None of the teams that applied for tier 3 were too out of the scopes, because I had this prediction at the beginning of this day where I figured some teams could easily exhaust all of their attempts within an hour or so if they failed hard enough, but none of the teams did that. Like we're still seeing all of our teams here. The only team that's no longer running is the one that cleared everything in record time.
And that was
no one's out of attempts yet, and we're getting near the end here.
Yeah, I mean, it's talk about that more. It's being able to play at this particular difficulty, this particularly difficult, like mentally exhausting, physically draining. To be able to finish with 20 minutes on hand is pretty good, really good. I feel like this is the highest level of degree of difficulty Vermintide has to offer through the community in this structured form, and 20 minutes on hand. Hats off. Very nice. That's the type of control that they have. They took the time, get the position, even calculating the hits before they even killed that Ratling. Well done. Very controlled. Monks are beginning to come down these stairs, and the enemy keeps coming in from the both sides, either down the stairs or dropping from one platform onto this level. They do need to continue to move. They feel like they need to keep it up, especially with that Ratling. And take a look here. Fellowship is at the gated door here at Convocation. They're at the gated door at Convocation. Team No Sound trying to save their teammate. They decided to keep the same team comp. So we'll see if they're able to get past that gate event that's troubling them. Chinchillin is looking like, let me make sure that they are doing, if this is the same VOD, and it didn't autoplay into another one. No, they're still doing great.
No, they have a 3-hour VOD in this case, so.
Yeah, now I'm paranoid because you can't. As far as I can tell right now in OBS, I can't disable autoplay. Like I can't just turn that off with the pop-out player. So just being a little mindful about it. Looks like they've got making some time here. Typically, you see swarm after swarm here in this part of the map, and they're seeing smaller ones, so they might be making up some time here.
I'm gonna ult and take all the pressure off.
So that's a we can't jump is the ones who are done. Dillerman are getting hit in the face.
I know you dodged.
It was kind of a confusing hit. I saw it. I think they thought they were gonna dodge, and something happened.
You've got a Minotaur to deal with here. Interestingly enough.
Take him to a ledge, I'll knock him off. Never mind, I'll do it myself.
Reloading.
You don't waste it.
2 team members wounded. Their Witch Hunter captain is out of ammo.
I was going to.
No, I was just saying for safety. He's on you now. I see.
Oh, he's on you.
So this might take them a bit to deal with the
do the
situation here.
Go for it.
They are able to get back up. We do have 2 people on low health.
Gets up there.
Well, on wounded status, so I think they'll be all right.
Oh, I think they just ledged the Minotaur
I think so.
off camera. Yeah, I think the Witch Hunter, it was a Witch Hunter captain that got the kill credit for it.
I think in the
Probably was
future,
his ult.
I think in the future I'm gonna move the player banner up on the top right of the stream,
All here?
just a little bit to the left, like it's full width to the left, a little bit, so that we can get a proper kill count feed.
If there's any.
Well, the kill feed in here was at the bottom right of the screen with this custom
Oh,
UI.
that's another reason why I missed it. Everybody's UI is different and unique. But typically, people leave it up in the top right, so. But you can see right there, yeah, everyone's getting their kill.
I just got it. Was waiting for it to come up.
See, everything's moved to the bottom with this UI.
I especially like the location of the buffs. It's a lot easier to just see what's going on.
It's only trash there. I'll take this.
Any heals? Nope.
They were trying to find some heals.
Get pushed.
Didn't find anything. They're gonna have to hit the nodes, I guess, here
Well, they've got
on these
full
statues.
guaranteed heals before the event.
Assassin.
I missed my
Ow.
heavy. I missed my heavy.
No, that's not.
Gutter
the
Runner
problem,
making
I
a
pushed
connect there, but they were able to take him out before too much damage was dealt. They're gonna clean this up, open up. I guess lodestones are what they called. I don't know. They have to hit these statue marks.
They've got one team one wants to per 3 months in the event gate event
We did.
of Blood and Darkness.
Rush inside for healing.
I want to take a look just before that happens. Before we get there, I want to take a look here at No Sound. Looks like they're getting close to that drop down. A leech gonna pick up our IB, but will be saved. And then one Dwan. Let's take a look here.
So they managed to escape this time, or well, they are trying to escape anyway. They've made it past the gate, and now they have to move past those gunners that are being quite troublesome.
And that ogre is
And
slowly
they do
making
it.
his way. Are they gonna be able to shut the door in the
Yep,
enemy's
they've
face?
shut the
Come
door.
on. Nice.
Now we'll see if they decide to use the same strategy of ledging this ogre, which they've already dealt nearly half of that the health of that thing. Looks like they're gonna go for a killing strategy here on this drop down, trying to AoE everything down.
I am seeing the strength potion on our zealot. It's possible they'll go for it. You've got a Grail Knight. They've got amazing damage potential with this team.
Yeah, I could see the strength bot being drank after he reloads this crossbow.
There's one hit for the knockback. I don't know if that was planned or just an opportunity to
I don't know what the
hit
Red
and
Ogre is
reload.
doing as well. Like he just went elsewhere right now.
He
Just,
ran away.
Attacking this team. Like, where's it gone?
I don't know. Did they knock him behind a wall or something?
Oh, he's there behind the wall. He's tagged.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
he
I think
goes.
they accidentally knocked him behind the wall with the. Oh, okay. He was hitting. He's doing his own wall hacks.
And there you go. He gets killed.
Ogre drop. How fortunate for that ogre to go through that tiny little window for a second, give him time to clean up all the specials and all the other trash in front of them, and then just deal with the ogre exclusively. It paid off. Maybe not the way that they planned it, but it paid off.
Скоро пассивка будет. Берсерки в зале, аккуратнее. Пак где-то, аккуратнее. Сидис, ты куда рашишь?
So they're going to be making their way through. I wanted to go back to Dillerman just to see where they are at right now, because we've got
I ulted, so I
2
should
teams
be
currently here in Blood
They're
and Darkness.
starting. Yeah, they're starting the event here.
not gonna
Got
make
one head in. It's got this this handmaiden
Yeah. This is old
kind of
Hans.
in this corner while the rest of the team is.
apologies.
Yeah, I
was
couldn't
rushed.
finish them off because they were inside.
They're making it work
We
though.
got blocked off by the
This,
or the way.
No,
just
that
the
was me
weapon, the
rushing
way
them,
they're using this
but
weapon set feels so
will
insanely
reload
fast.
otherwise.
Like
Yeah, the handmaiden with the push talent on Soul and Dagger. It's like this attack speed is ridiculous.
I'm gonna reload.
I would ruin the rotation, like the type
Yeah,
of practice
I'm
needed
fine.
to get the rotation timings to make sure you're not just doing like half attacks and connecting all your damage.
Second one.
Hard.
Yeah, I'm
Very
focusing
hard.
Them, so let's deal with the whole
Reloading.
on the other
Okay,
side.
done. That sounds good. Go
Two
inside.
Ratlings killed pretty quickly. They're even going to take out this Packmaster. One Packmaster does pick up our Witch Hunter captain. He is saved. Couple of storms.
We're getting to see some elf things here. So this elf kind of
Yes.
on the run.
Oh god, that's a toxic res.
I mean, that's a tremendous amount of pressure. It's funny to watch, and you can be like, oh, look at this elf, but the pressure that this player has to deal with. Because the slip up of the player, now you have the 3 people that are relying on you to get that done.
The Packmaster right there is gonna come back for this. Good dodge.
Did it to isolate the Packmaster, have to deal with it. Beautiful shot on this Blightstormer as well.
Didn't have time to hit.
But now I think they're going to start getting overwhelmed here in the basement.
Well, it is an elf, so you know, dash things.
Elf things, dash things. And the attack speed is there too. That's
So the rest of the team that seems to be in a defensive location together, while the elf is trying. They might be sitting on a respawn point while the elf just attempts to move the heads.
it's possible.
And
if
I don't know if that's
case.
the best strategy, because you know you can get overwhelmed on respawn point, but
Yeah, let's give him the
so far it's working okay.
Healing pass to our Witch Hunter captain. Going to get off of Death's Door. Get some of that green health up.
I need to kill this gunner.
Getting
We
some head
have
moved here.
Two gargoyle heads are now upstairs, getting that third one up.
Managing to move the head pretty well through all of that.
Probably dead.
But,
Yeah, just 2
yeah,
minutes.
we got the Witch Hunter captain goes down on the defensive formation over there.
I'm out of stamina.
The
We're
elf
talking about
is
this, damn.
slowly running out of health. 22 remaining.
They also missed the toss right there to the gargoyle. I think they were trying to dunk one in, missed it.
I mean, it's close enough to.
Okay.
It's only a few extra seconds to get it in, which is not completely insignificant, but.
No, you can't.
You just loop.
They're gonna wait for Saltspire to
This is
get
the
that
la-
res.
Do not.
This is the last head. Hasn't been moved yet.
2 gunners. 1 gunner.
Slowly. Oh, right up the stairs. There are 3 maulers waiting for it.
Grill Knight, the only one remaining from the rest of this team here.
Yes, you did, Ganji, if you did respawn.
So the elf here might have to.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Oh, a
Yeah,
monk
you have the
got a
timer and
stab
the
in,
gun.
even though he was able to shove the gutter runner. The monk still
This leaves
taking
the Grill
the
Knight
damage.
as last standing. This assassin is still alive.
There's 3 assassins.
All banks on him. He,
Oh, the
interrupted on a
gutter.
revive by the gutter. It's unfortunate. So close, yet so far.
Okay.
We're going to take a look here at Team No Sound. They do have Inkin dead. They do have an IB and the Shade up. I think our Wizard is dead too. Pyro is dead too. I think they're going to try to go for a ledge.
Two out
Going
of
for a
4
legend.
remaining.
Does he get it?
He does.
Yeah.
It's a chaos spawn tossed into the void.
Double knockback. Gromrill and then Troll Hammer knocked him off. And it looks like he's going to be able for a successful res. I'm so glad we've seen like 5 ledges today. There's another taunt over by the
Iron
IB.
Breaker goes back up, but the Shade is down for the count. And I think they're going to go backwards to try and get some better respawns for the rest of this team. Well, for the Shade.
Gonna be tough. Let's just take a quick look here. The Fellowship is just dropped down. It looks like they are doing the triple boss event right now. They've got a Rat Ogre, a Troll.
Let's see it.
4 of them are up. Our Bounty Hunter is very low on health, but there is a healing pot on our sister. We've got 1 bomb and a speed pot as well. We do have a Foot Knight, so he can do charges. He can get a lot of disables out. Did a trade with that Storm Vermin, and not the smartest trade to have. And watch out for that puke. There is a gutter directly behind him.
Viens, Ouganda.
They're killing some monks. Ogre's now on the Foot Knight.
Je vais foutre une bombe.
There goes that bomb. Kind of scary where it's close to your Bounty Hunter. But he's on 4 health. We need to find some space. Need to find some time to get the healing out. Somebody, the elf took the healing? I think maybe
Yeah, it
they
looks
tried
like
to.
yeah, I think one of them drank it straight up.
Maybe they meant to pass it. I don't know. Maybe they needed it more than he does.
Ouais. Putain, mais pourquoi là, je les touche pas? C'est bon, mort.
But the ogre is now
Y'a
at
un
half
crack, fais
health.
gaffe.
There's still a charge up on this
Allez.
foot knight. It's relatively up
Putain,
pretty
méchant.
often.
On continue à gauche, on continue à gauche.
Packmaster being killed. And just enemies just keep pouring in. Pepe over there feeling exactly, saying how I'm feeling, going, oh my god, what do we do? Where's the third boss? I see a troll, I see an ogre. Has the third boss been killed?
No.
J'ai plus de mine, les gars. Allez, venez.
Yeah, there's a troll, there's a rat ogre.
Is it 2 ogres? No.
Faut quelqu'un soit tout le temps près de
I only see an ogre and a troll.
One of them might be dead.
It would explain why they're low on resources. Oh, a nice speed pot, a shared speed pot, it looks like.
Assassin.
There's the assassin call. They're going to be able to get him down.
Non, il est pas mort.
Yeah.
Bien joué.
They need to
Bounty
get that charge
Hunter
up to save
finally
our
gets
bounty.
a poke, but he's gonna be revived.
Attends, vas-y.
Looks like that was a slightly quick revive. I think this Foot Knight might be running a revive speed property.
I think so. I think a lot of people are rolling that. I think that we've seen a couple of revive speeds.
Y'a un hook.
And it's important because the amount of damage that goes out and the amount of time it takes. That's
Oh, yeah, there's
big
a
thing
loot
to
die on
consider.
the ground. One of the bosses is definitely dead.
Yeah.
Ogre et un tiers.
Good observation. Oh, puked on. Oh, not a good place to be. Not being able to see, no stam.
And the bounty hunter makes sure to pick up the loot die all as well.
Allez, on tabasse l'autre.
They're not really putting too much pressure on. I mean, the troll's kind of a pain in the worst.
It looks like
Especially
they've
with that
cleared
regen.
out most everything. This Foot Knight looks like he just wants the attention of Troll while they go and kill the Rat Ogre, probably.
Ogre
Oh, I
is
think
dead.
that
There is one ratling just
the
shooting
ogre's
on
dead.
them. Okay, not too
Now
bad.
they're just
Looks
gonna
like they're
finish
take care of
this
it.
spell troll.
Je sais pas s'il va mourir.
Probably going to see this bounty hunter unload the moment it goes down.
On met tout.
That's a hand axe, by the way, on our bounty.
There it is, the point blank headshot.
Lance-flamme derrière. Je vais l'ult après. Ça, je vais l'ult. Viens à moi. Ah, ça spawn sur nous.
So they're going to be clearing this up. I believe they look like they're in pretty good situation. I'm going to just kind of scroll through everybody else who is playing. We are entering the last 3 minutes of the tournament. So this is that situation.
It's becoming too late to start new matches, and I don't think any of these teams have any bonus time for any reason. We haven't seen any crashes or anything that would warrant that.
Correct, yeah. So we've only got the 4 teams up. One Dwan's, Chinchillin,
I
No
think we
Sound.
might be left. Yeah, one left. Like Development Flight Squad might be done here.
Yeah, Dilliman, I think, is done. It says Gathering Concern. I think they're done, and We Can't Jump are also done. So we've only got the 4.
Assassin.
Still dealing with this troll.
Ouais.
On a déjà phasé là. On est à la phase finale.
Jult.
Oh no,
The
that threat.
troll tossing off the assassin.
Wow.
Ouais, on tourne à gauche maintenant. À droite, pardon.
That's what they mean by Uber Strike 5.
On est bloqué. Hop ça, fais gaffe.
Fais gaffe, ouais.
They still have more armor coming in. The shielded storms are so tough to deal with, especially when your back's to the wall and you're getting
Team
swarmed.
just trying to edge the damage necessary to finish off that troll.
Là, y'a énormément de monde qui spawn là.
He's so close to being
There
dropped.
it
They're gonna go.
goes.
Oh, nice charge timing. Saw his
Yeah,
body go.
the charge causing a ragdoll there is beautiful.
Les élites.
Bien joué, Mance.
Ping bien les élites.
Il va se suicider le gaz. C'est bon, il est mort.
And bounty has been so low this whole time.
Yeah, like meanwhile, these other three are just sitting at full health, and bounty hunter at the brink of death the entire time. Stressful.
C'est pas fini. On a encore.
Fais gaffe à ça, par contre, ouais, reste protect.
And not taking damage and dying to 2 ratlings doing a crossfire like that too. Just bravo.
Le prochain c'est dans la grotte.
We're gonna do a quick little rotation here from No Sound. They also are okay. They're making the way. They're at the jails. Okay, and then we have to go to Chinchillin, getting picked up by. Oh, that's actually the end of their run right there.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we're just bleeding out.
No.
Now again, this one is a VOD, so let me double check.
Next time.
I think that's it.
I believe that's the end for them.
I think that's it for them. So
What are these numbers?
Yeah.
those are
compared to
nuts
last game,
numbers.
we
All
got
right,
chaos.
Chinchillin.
So
That's
we've
gonna
got 1-1 sweat Tremont at the end event of Blood in the Darkness.
All right, 1-1. Here we go. They've got the chaos spawn right into the face of this zealot. We've got a bunch of storms coming in. He is looping that chaos spawn to his teammate, trying to find the time to heal. Will charge and heal and get it off. Keeping the chaos spawn on them. They do need to be very careful with those bees that come in, but if they can keep the chaos spawn away from their team for the clear.
This is a precarious situation for Zealot now, but he's
Oh, no.
staying alive.
That is so smart. I really want to applaud the duck dodges, the jump ducks. I really want to applaud that level of gameplay. It's just a whole nother mentality to play.
That feel nothing. Just go back down to 1 HP.
I think it was a bee had.
Oh yeah, that was the bee as well. That did touch him a bit for a sec.
Having to use the ability as well, standing right in front of it, but not enough damage out there for them to gather another ability up. So now they're going to be very careful here. Trying to get as much damage. Oh, the pickup on the
Ironbreaker
IB.
manages to kick off the hook. But this is it for the Zealot now. And the Wizard goes down with him.
I think the Wizard was
trying to get a
go for
revive. He
res.
gets gas. And the Grail Knight leaves only this Ironbreaker. He does have a taunt coming up. Oh, gets interrupted trying to heal himself.
Oh,
That's such an unfortunate ending for this team.
that chaos spawn so close to death, but gas and bees and armor and rattlings and getting picked up by the Packmaster. That's gonna end it for them. We've got No Sound, who are also trying to get out of the jail cells area. They're trying to just go up these stairs, progress through. They still have the Ironbreaker up, who is on Death's Door. So is our Wizard as well. They need to get 2 reses, and they need to get this gate event done. Leeches spawning in. Gonna miss. Get some damage out with our staff. Possibly. Oh, Ironbreaker dropping. Leaving it just up to this Wizard.
Last standing. Wait, are the respawns past the gate here?
Yes. From what I saw, it's
I
past
don't
the gate.
feel like this is gonna go well for this 1 HP Pyromancer. Are we about to see
This
some
is
godlike
Vermintide.
gameplay? Or is this just going to be a Pyromancer with 1 Wait, no, there is a
There we
respawn
go.
before the gate.
There's one respawn, but like
But
we
there's
saw
kind of an
earlier
assassin in the
before, is
way.
the Gutter Runner gonna mess that
No,
up?
this
Oh, the gate!
shot get locked by the. Ooh, passing on the drop to the Ironbreaker. That has a bit more health than the Pyromancer though.
What torture
Hits-
device is that called? Like it is
Decides to hit the one. Starts the gate.
survive, IB. That's what you can
Yes,
do. That's what you're designed
survive.
for.
There's just nowhere on this arena has a nice space to try everything.
And he taunts.
How did you start it? Did you just start it?
Oh, he started it.
I thought you were like.
You
gonna
should have
wait for
sat
the
on that, I
respawn, but
think,
guess
because
not.
where's the respawn at for this Wizard?
The Wizard is actually right there.
Oh,
and gonna
okay.
get picked up into a lot of
Wizard
chaos.
is up. The Wizard is up. She does have 1 knockback, no blink for them, but
It's
if they
interesting,
keep that
though, that
guard
the
up and
Wizard-
dodge,
The Wizard is being respawned inside the arena while the other 2 are past it. This is another example of inconsistent respawns.
the thing here I think that the IB can do is that gate is going to be just low enough to just jump
Yeah,
over it and might
This
buy them enough
Ironbreaker
time.
has to time it now to leave right this second. But this placement here is not looking so good,
He's
if
got
I'm
Mugs
honest.
coming in. The Chaos Warriors are coming in.
The
The Ogre isn't going to allow it to happen.
triple glass globes there. just-
Triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. You got even 2. It's total of 6.
And
He's
that's
going to be
too
running
much.
low.
It's
Aw.
gonna be the end of that.
Nice, valiant try there. We're going to take a look.
This is gonna leave us with our last team, la Confrérie de l'Hexagone, that are still on convocation of decay.
So their particular team right now, we've got a Foot Knight up, but it looks like he hasn't been downed yet. He's just on really low health. Our sister is doing pretty good. Bounty Hunter, who has been low
Down
for
goes the
quite a
Foot
long
Knight.
time, and our IB.
Yeah,
also.
this poor bounty hunter is going to be real happy about the healing coming up.
Yeah, this is a great place for healing. There's tons of healing on the ledge here, so they can regroup. They can regroup, gather, do pretty well. Gonna go for a heal on themselves. They were gonna give it to the bounty, but
On va à l'aggro, faut tout aggro. Hein.
they'll find some more on their own.
Il y a des munitions finies, ici. En vrai, on pourrait même... Ah, on pourrait.
Non, on peut pas l'aggro.
Ouais, c'est ça. On aurait fait ici.
They do have to deal with some of the storms coming up, some of the enemies coming up, and once this is killed, then they'll be able to celebrate with some HP and some ammo just before that convocation finale. And this will be a little more difficult than the other teams that we've seen. There's no ranger vet here to just stay invisible in the finale.
They do have an iron breaker to potentially taunt things off of them, but I don't think it'll be quite as efficient as a ranger veteran with 2 conk potions.
An entire health bar lost to 2 overheads, it looked like, for this IB.
Yeah, this Foot Knight getting frustrated from all the damage he's taking.
He's eating a couple of shots to the head from Saltspire too. I think they're getting a little pressure, a little mistakes add up. Beautiful charge. The IB does go down. They do pick him up pretty quickly. Now we have 3 players on Death's Door. Oh no! They just 2 because the Foot Knight hasn't been dropped just yet. He's slowly eating damage.
Not down quite yet, but it couldn't be closer.
Don't let me die with my boots on. They're going for the healing now. Now it's time to get that healing. They used that med pack earlier. They got to drop down on this ledge, pick up the healing. They need to gather themselves. Racing for it. Just racing for it. Put it to your lips, Kruber. Oh, not greedy. Gonna pass it off. Very nice.
Yeah, a healing draft on a Foot Knight is not appropriate. Only, compared to a medkit that heals the entire health bar.
Our IB almost there. There it is. Full health on him as well. There we go. A little bit of breathing room. They still got 1 or 2 more healing to pick up. They have to deal with this
There's a
ledge
Chaos
now.
Patrol that just spawned. I don't know if it's already aggroed as well.
Oh.
They might be going for some ledging plays here. They'd
That's
like
what
to
I-
do that. They've been shown to like to do that. But
IB getting a little close.
who's
to the
gonna
edge
get
there.
ledge here? Is it the enemies or is it them?
I saw the IB jump. Did they get him back up? I don't know. That
think
would have been
they
a
did,
very quick reach.
But he goes down again.
And this time it's his entire health bar.
Yeah, but he is going to respawn in the events, right? They're just gonna rush the events. It does stop things from spawning once they get there, I believe.
Y'a un assassin, faites gaffe.
Oh, okay. Rattling dealt with. That would have been another problem. Pressure after pressure, trouble after trouble. They finally make their way.
This bounty hunter all the way back down to near 1 HP. That's is apparently usual for him.
Not allowed to have HP. Poor bounty.
He
They're
gets
gonna give
given
him
the
one
last
more
healing
drop.
draft.
And there's the respawn, of course, directly in front of them, in between this entire onslaught of enemies.
Now they're gonna have to pick up their iron breaker and get themselves figured out. See if they can do this event.
Faites gaffe, en face, guerrier du chaos. Jules.
Nice shot to the face. They're going to do a beautiful charge. Get this IB back up. Now, all
Ouais,
four
gros,
on
s'il
the
te plaît.
floor. We've got Chaos Warriors coming in. You now have the Storm Vermin, who have been here for a little while. This is where you said the enemies are going to start stacking and stacking. They need to start pumping out some
Yeah,
damage.
they
and
might
start
have
clearing.
triggered the event here, like the.
I don't think they have. I think you're right.
Or maybe not. That might just be the Chaos Patrol from earlier.
We did hear them, yeah. It's still a big thing to have to deal with. Beautiful charge, knocking them. That's the best right there. That's the best. The charge knocking down a Chaos Warrior, buying you all the time in the world to get a kill, maybe 2. In this case, 3 that we saw right there. Just breathing room is what you need.
Yep. So now they're cleaning this up, and they're about to start the event.
Here we go. In starts the finale here at Convocation of Decay. Team Fellowship of the Rat. Shout out to my shades, my pyros, and my huntsmen. And the great sword salts, huh? It looks like they're leaving the Foot Knight up here. And maybe they'll be rotating players. Maybe they'll wait till this IB's ability to be up, because the Foot Knight can get out of here pretty simple.
Yeah, the Foot Knight can actually have a decent time staying up there because of the charges going through enemies. And it's up fairly often like that.
The righteous stands at the beginning of this tournament were just nuts. We'll talk more about that after we see what's going on here. Because this is... Oh, just in and out, just barely, maybe. Come on, Foot Knight. Oh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. The charge is
manages to stay up, though.
That is impressive. True grit shown. I would have...
But he has a limited amount of health here,
dropped.
and those gunners are chipping at it. Down he goes.
Oh, hitting maybe about 50%. Oh, physically knocked him over. They pushed him over. They might be able to get a res off.
But you don't really have... neither of those 3 are careers that can really pull off the survive, unfortunately.
They're going to have to do
die
big
anyway.
loops. Big loops and just wait for that
I'm not
respawn.
sure if he's triggered any of the sorcerers or not, because in this event, you lose progress if you don't stay inside the circle. But you do have checkpoints whenever the sorcerers die, that that progress cannot be reverted. So now we're going to see these 3 circle together to try and get the res off, and then he'll probably try to go up alone again.
This is where it comes down to communication. This comes down to...
The revive was just not quite in time. They're going to have to do another circle to get him up. So they've got 1 sorcerer dead here, I think. But there's still 2 to go.
Well, all 3 are up. They have pretty good health. This bounty hunter is on full health for the most part, which is nice.
Yes, unusual.
So they are going to be able to get this res off. It's our sister here is going to pick up Foot Knight. And they're going to put him back up there.
It looks like they're,
the rest of this cast.
They're keeping up with this the spawn rates right now. At least fairly well. Could be worse.
Trying to keep that charge up. Trying to get up there. It's about a third of a way completed. Oh, that crouch
gets rid of this gunner, and then he's going to be up here.
Might be going for some damage. No, see, there's... Just wants to use that
this
ammo
Foot Knight is asking in ways to his teammates to try and take aggro from things to give him an easier job up top.
I think he was just below 50% when he dropped last time. So our sister does go down. The res does come out. She's now Death's Door. But we are... There's the hook rat.
He gets shoved off here. Which could lose them this progress that he was making.
I think knowing that the disablers are out there is kind of messing with them. There's the hook rat picking up our Foot Knight. Leading them actually away from the enemies, but also away from the teammates. They're on the other side of the map here, so they might be waiting for another res.
Essayez
Yeah, it
de...
doesn't look like they're gonna be able to pick him up, and since it's taking, this is a bad thing for them that it's taking so long for him to fully die as well, because this is just extra time for him to
Non, je suis mort,
spawn. They're having the other teammates here try to go up for him momentarily, but then they go back down.
Putain, ça casse les couilles.
That's tough. That's tough. That's 2 deaths now on our Foot Knight, who has basically been dedicated the task to disrupt this spell. Now they have to do another big loop again. A Packmaster picking up the Bounty Hunter, killing the Packmaster. Saving his team, the IB, ready to save our Bounty Hunter. They're trying every trick in the book, trying to use elevation, trying to use some dodges, waiting for the respawn.
Ooh, a brutal leech grab there.
Long
taking out
range.
the elf.
That's one of the worst, to get grabbed mid-air like that.
Attention là, Lich. Quand vous entendez, vous retournez, vous essayez de la tuer. Il y a un assassin.
Allez, la Lich
Leech
est
is
morte,
down.
bien joué.
They have an
L'assassin, je
assassin
le vois
up though.
Ah oui, il est en face là, c'est bon. Ah, dommage.
I think they took care of that. No, he's still alive. You can hear him
No, the assassin is still up.
about. But this is a lot of
The
armor.
Ironbreaker goes for the revive. The
Bien joué,
Bounty Hunter
bien joué.
executes the assassin.
Je vais
Put
ult.
Knight up. Who's gonna then charge for the other revive. Get it off.
Very
but
good.
now he finds himself already in trouble. Gonna get enough ult charge from getting hit to move away.
Eating some damage there, taking care of the rat, the warp fire. We
Bounty
got our
Hunter
bounty
goes
hunters
down
getting down,
and
but
gets executed before he can be.
Oh.
He got revived by the Ironbreaker and got immediately hit after the revive, which executed him.
This is getting scary because
The
now I
sister
have
goes
our
down
sister
as well, and now we're 2 alive.
The 2 tanks need to live. We're taking care of some of the specials. That gas is kind of making some trouble for them. But our IB is alive. Our Foot Knight is alive. He should be able to find that time to reload. Keep kiting around. Just wait for the res. IB looks like he's going up top for a second there. Getting the shot off, killing the Ratling. There's a second one. Can he get it? He does get
chipping
it.
away at them, but he does get the kill. Backmaster is
Beautiful decision to
gonna
charge
get
right there.
denied. Warp fire as well.
So
Beautiful
much
shots.
work.
Ah, je peux pas là. J'ult.
There's
Yeah,
a
the
charge
Bounty Hunter
coming
was
out.
picked up here, so we've got 3 alive for the
Faut
time
res,
being.
bientôt,
Our elf is up.
Il va
We're
suicider,
running
les gars, c'est pas grave.
dangerously low on ammo here for our Foot Knight, having to take care of the gas, letting
Ooh,
him
the gas
kamikaze.
trap getting the explosion off, but 7
Non,
health
mais
left.
au moins j'aurais pu esquiver son...
Now he says, you know what, guys? I'm going to go up top. I'm going to try to take
Attends,
care
là,
of
il y en a un.
this.
Je le tue.
Oh, come on.
Assassin.
Nice, taking care of the assassin.
Il y en a un autre là, je vais l'ult.
Doing a charge and trying to just find some space for a second until they can get their sister up, and then he's going to try to go back up top, I think.
J'arrive. Les
This
gars,
event
je vais
just
dans le
taking
chaudron,
so
là.
long for them.
J'ai
Like they're
toute la
45
patrouille.
minutes in this run now.
That's so much, almost a third of the time of the entire tournament dedicated to trying to get this map done, this attempt done.
Well, they're going in overtime now. All in. Like they got all the time in the world now. They're not on the clock anymore. They just have to do this.
Now
And
you're battling
this is their
against-
last map, so
You're battling
voilà,
against
la
the
Lich.
enemies.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Putain.
just shove into some damage.
The charge was up. It could have used it, but the decision was made. Now we've got our Foot Knight dead for the 3rd time. But the sister, the bounty, and
The
the
rest of
IB
the team
all
is
up.
alive.
Faites gaffe, il y a un monstre derrière un peu.
They need to gather
voilà,
because it
Ratty.
looks like the IB
This
is lagging
rallying gun
behind.
doing
No.
some serious damage
Bien
before
joué,
being
bien joué.
taken down. The sister stays alive for the time being. The leech.
Bravo.
But the
Leech
Ironbreaker
being
stays up as
hit,
well for now.
Maybe killed. I couldn't really tell right there, so there could still be a disabler in play here. There it is. Now the disabler is killed. And they're just slowly taking out one Chaos Warrior at a time, one disable at a time. The res is out. Our 3rd res coming in for our Foot Knight up, but 2 drop to giant gas hit. Orb after orb. Here it goes out at one more charge in the middle of
So
that gas.
this
We're going to pick up our
revive,
bounty
this
hunter.
revive speed probably not quite enough to get this other res off. He's gonna pay for that.
2 to 3 overheads come in, chopping down our Foot Knight, meaning our sister could be dead here as well as our Foot Knight.
Yeah,
and now
sister's
it's up
dead.
to
The
the
Foot
IB.
Knight is not gonna survive this either.
Laisse tomber.
So we're left with Bounty Hunter and Ironbreaker.
Faites des tours, vous êtes safe. Si c'est que des gaz là, il y a.
Gridez pas trop.
That wall of
This
enemies
sucks.
getting
Yeah,
larger
yeah,
and
yeah,
larger,
it's
getting
safe.
stuck. Ooh, on a torch.
Such
for
a
just
battle of
second.
attrition to this team.
Ouais, je te dis. Avec un peu de chance,
They,
peut-être.
what tweak needs to be changed here? What tweak needs to happen for this to be a success?
On peut rézab. Ah non,
He's
dommage,
up.
trop tard.
IB does not have the
Surtout
ability of a
amorce,
gutter runner might be taking out this IB. It looks like he prioritized the gutter.
I feel like at this point, like they're trying desperately to send someone up, right, to get the progress going. But without any invisibility or anything like that, I don't think they're ever going to stay up there long enough to pull it off. And now this is looking worse and worse as the bounty hunter's last standing with so many gunners and chip damage around.
I didn't even see that the IB
Nice
hit
dodge
died.
Backmaster.
To his back, no. A beautiful dodge won't.
This gunner here could be the end of this with these bullets,
damage,
but he's
one
gonna
shot
go
after
for
another.
the desperate revive.
He can't do anything else. He has
on
to
the
get
Foot
it off.
Knight. He gets it off.
The IB gets the charge.
Revives the elf as well, who's gonna have a hard time getting out of this though.
He's gonna eat some damage to go for
That's
one more charge. Look through all the bodies he pushes through. The IB
They're gonna
has
live
spawned.
now. But like I said, like I don't feel like trying to stay up this is gonna work out for them because they can't stay up long enough to trigger one of the sorcerer checkpoints. I think what they need to do is get everybody up and fight until they get the spawn rates under control, right? Like overpower the spawn rates.
Stabilize. That's your choice, huh?
Clear until you've got few enough units on the field that you can just do it normally, instead of being desperate like this the entire time.
This is what they're gonna have to do because our bounty hunter is on 1 HP. We do have
but they've
our other
managed.
three up.
They've managed to get the entire team up, and this Foot Knight is going to try again to go for a sorcerer kill here, but not sure if it's the right play.
I think I agree with you. I'm inclined to agree with you. Get everybody up, get close together, whittle them down a little bit, stabilize. I think is what Chat said earlier. Stabilize, make it so that it's manageable, not necessarily breathe and you can just stand there, but take care of what's in front of you because the punishment is going to be too great. The punishment is going to be too, and they really want to get this. Oh,
yeah, that's like,
that shot.
They really want to stay up, but even if he doesn't die, like he's getting forced to go down way too quickly. And, like,
Our bounty
he's
hunter
gonna
has
lose the
died.
progress that he tried to get. Yeah, the bounty hunter is down.
This is so incredibly intense. IB sitting on full health. I mean,
He's back up, so he's gonna come back up, and now we've got everybody in unwooden status.
They're pretty close.
They
together,
really
the
have
three of
like.
them.
They really have to try and clear at this point. I feel like
They're gonna go for it now that 3 people are up there. I think they're feeling confident enough to put the Foot Knight back up one more time.
they're in a
give
better
this shot.
situation than they were a little bit ago, but well, let's see how that goes now.
Bounty taking some damage already. He's back down to that low bit. IB even eating some damage, and our sister trying to get as much as he can. They're still looking to try to go for this 50% mark right here. I think he's going to be more liberal with these charges. He's still being very, very defensive. Charge, F, please.
He really wants to keep that charge.
It's made him. It's cost his
Finally
life
does
3
it.
times. Nice. Get that charge off.
That
knock
kick
him off.
did not quite get him off.
His back.
Is he gonna get the sorcerer kill here? He might.
It's so close. It's so close. The punch of Chaos Warriors kind of just stuck in that pool for just a second, but these overheads keep coming in.
And he gets the sorcerer kill. So this is a checkpoint. They can't lose that progress now, unless they die, obviously.
But I think this
they
is
got
a time...
they got a checkpoint of progress here, and if he stays that much longer, again, but he's not gonna quite do it now. But they have progressed here. They have done something.
This is a time which, like you said, Chad has said, I
they gonna
really
pull it
feel
off?
that the most
Are they
important thing
really
right
gonna
now
pull
is
it off?
group up,
This would
whittle
be
them
insane,
down.
really.
Absolute
He's still
persistence,
trying.
perseverance, fortitude, everything needed, tenacity, every bit of their gaming
All those
experience
Chaos
has been
Warriors
put
are so
into this.
stressful.
It's bigger than an entire. It's like 2 patrols of Chaos Warriors. Look at these swings.
Yeah, they're just the ice skate is happening.
They create
One of them shoves them off.
They create a wall of armor that causes them to skate around themselves, even more dangerous. And let's talk about how this Foot Knight is forced to go clockwise and counterclockwise. Everybody has their own natural movements in their play, so because they have to go 2 different directions, they're playing against their own natural movements.
The bounty hunter goes down. The sister goes down.
IB is already out of ammo. Our Foot Knight sitting on a charge. He wants to finish this, but what's the cost
He
going to
really,
be? 'Cause that
really
fire
does. The sister gets picked up, so this might get nice shot.
Well done, Switchback. Don't take too much damage from the warp
Just a
fire.
desperate
Nice
charge for the final. He
About
really wants it.
90%.
It's so close. Nice shot again.
Take care of that, but there is that rattling,
Just
and
a
he does
few
not
more
have another
seconds.
reload. Don't be too greedy. What's gonna happen? Our foot knight does
Is
get
it done?
dropped. It's not. It's like 95%. It's not a completion.
Oh, this is so stressful.
Sister on
The
death's
sister is
door.
last standing as well.
She needs to get this this bounty up. They really wanted to get
1
that
HP.
completion. What is she gonna do?
There is someone up to go
What
for
is she
here.
gonna do?
But this wall fire.
So long as there's not
think
right around the corner.
The bounty's gonna go up, but the sister goes down immediately, and the bounty hunter is not the best class to try and survive in this
He's
situation.
getting pushed against the wall with this flame. Couple of overheads dropping, breaking him, and downing all four of
So
them.
close. It was so close.
Non mais les gars, vous avez vu la barre du truc?
That was. I think they spent more time in the event right there than they did the whole map. Such a battle of attrition for themselves. Almost 2,000 damage, 134,000 damage. I'm sorry, almost 2,000 kills, 34,000 damage. That is insane. Every one on their team is above 40,000 damage dealt. An incredible trial, an incredible performance. But the Rats take the victory.
This event is unrelenting.
Thank you, Fellowship, for playing. We're gonna switch to the camera here. What a crazy, crazy, crazy event. That's Kata 3 Dwans Plus. Insane. If I can get a couple of commands out in chat, if this is the first time you've seen this and you're like, what is going on? Please, let's get the Discord out. This is a quarterly tournament that is put together, and it's all completely ran by the community. So we do have tournament organizers and signups for teams and stand-ins and practice and all sorts of stuff. So if this is interesting to you, please sign up and play, because this has been phenomenal. Day 1, we saw about 6 to 7 different teams play. Day 2, where it was Deathwish Onslaught, Kata 3 Deathwish Onslaught, we saw 14 teams play, and there was more than that. And today, Kata 3 Deathwish Onslaught Plus, we got to see 6 to 7 teams play, and I don't think I ever said their names, so I just want to do a quick shout out to the names of our teams that played today, who did participate. Just those who did play. We have Fellowship of the Rat, or Grim. How is this said correctly?
Confrérie de l'Hexagone.
There we go. Thank you so much for that. We have Team No Sound, Team Chin Chillin, who was the VOD for the day. We also got to see Team Can't Jump. We got to see Team Dillerman. A team I was not able to review today was Team Gala TV. They are on YouTube, so I imagine that's going to be on a VOD status. We do have Team 1 Dwans per 3 months, and someone who we were not able to watch today, Little Wizard Moonstone. So thank you to the teams who did play today. It was fun casting you, Grim. I've had so much fun today casting with you.
Yeah, this was beautiful to see these teams perform.
So thank you guys, to the players, to the modders, to the translators, to my fellow shoutcasters, to the players, the viewers, everybody who comes together to make this a reality. And thank you for a lot of the donations and a lot of the subscriptions that came in throughout the tournament. I'm just pulling up my PayPal just to see if anybody had done any recent donations. 100% of the donations are managed by me, and 60% of the donations made during this broadcast, during the tournament, are going to flood relief and medical relief for friends of the Vermintide community. So thank you for your generosity, because that is going directly to a very good and positive cause. Thank you so much again for being here. I've had a blast. Chat, let's get some emotes in chat. Let's just get some just Vermintide, some Fight the Tide emotes, and tell me what your favorite play of the day was. What's something that stuck out to you, chat? And Grim, what's something that you saw that you're like, I can't believe it?
I really found interesting all the extra ledges that this team that we've been reviewing on this convocation event has pulled off.
Absolutely,
during
that
the tournament.
convocation was just. There was so many portions where you saw teams, even if it wasn't a finale, where it was like the temple on Old Haunts, right? Like that is tough. The very beginning of today, I thought that Righteous Stand, I thought that the elevator event, you know, the arena event was really going to hold a lot of people back. And while it still proved to be a challenge, people got through it pretty quickly. So I was like, is this really going to be that hurdle?
Yeah, all these teams here were very good.
I see Sempri say great rebalance. The rebalance is really, really interesting, especially when it comes to seeing that ebb and flow. I said this yesterday, the ebb and flow of the characters that we get to see really shine in these events. So like because of the nerfs, because of the buffs, because of like different, you know, the shakeups, we got to see different comps, different teams, and the way people use those compositions and those particular characters with those buffs and nerfs change vastly over the different teams that we were able to watch today. So I thought that was really cool. And so if we continue to tweak and twist and change and maybe pull one person back and put another person forward, character back and forward, we get to see just this great change of characters as these tournaments go on. Wow, what a very eventful day. If you guys missed any of this, of the 3 days, these VODs will be downloaded. You can watch them here on Twitch, but they will be downloaded and put up on YouTube. It is just YouTube Fight the Tide. If you guys are able to find or go there, you will be able to watch this season and previous seasons as well. So again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody in chat for being here today, yesterday, all 3 days. And I look forward to seeing you in our next series. Go to the Discord, sign up, find out about it, and we will see you then. Again, Grim, thank you so much, and I'll give you the last word.
It's been a pleasure to be here again. It's great every time. Just to see so many people enjoying the difficulty mods I've made, and then that others I've even enhanced on. It's like Onslaught Plus is fun to. It surprised me in like how they've how it's evolved on what I've created with the initial Onslaught.
Absolutely exploded from what you've created. All right. Well, till then, we'll see. Keep killing rats, and we'll see you next time.